All right, people. I was in the jam. I was just in the jam just a little bit. Oh, what's up? Uh, all the people in the chat. I can't see. I don't know. Oh, there's Facebook. All right. I'm recouping. I'm still not all the way there yet, but we around. We getting up and down. Um, give a shout out to Beater Bomb for winning this weekend wherever he was at. Beer Money went in over there in North Carolina, and that's about all I have got up to. I'm still trying to get up and around on Facebook and stuff, but we got some Facebook stars we'll give a shout out to. Tyler Bell, as always. Lots of stars from Austin Vaughn, Matthew. I always murder your name. The dude from Cali that was Crazy Horse. Y'all know who he is. Sam Torino, Josh Beckley or Barkley, Derek Cochran, Doc Hatt, Timmy Evans, Bill Parker, Dustin C. Harrell, Dustin Norton, Sean and Trina Ford, Richard Caprock, Jay Higgins, Brent Stomball, Judd Biddis, Tim Chase, Chase Hibbins, Zach Finley, who was actually out there racing this weekend, Heather Nicole, Chris Armour, Kimberly and Keith Lockler, Eugene Moore Jr., Amber LeCure, George Ferricula, Steve Ford, Dixon Rassman, uh, Dennis Norton, Justin Tackett, Scott Tate, Teresa Scott Mitchell, Jesse Martinez, Daniel Rosson, Michael Stowe, John Schiffer, Charles, I can't even pronounce that, or I can't even read my own writing, Joe Wan, Robert Long, Jason Beck, Clint Nichols, Bill, I can't even read my writing, I'm tired still. Michael Young, Joseph Ariano, Gerald Kinney, Cedric Jones, Clayton Maxwell, PayPal, we have Raymond Brantley, Stacy DeVille, Tony Stantonio, I probably murdered that, Joshua Young, or Joshua Smith. Cash App, we have Bo Fletcher and Tony West. I know that was a mouthful. Appreciate all the stars, people, and all the donations. All that stuff just goes right back into the live feed as well. So that just goes back into the live feed and to traveling, because we like to travel. We like going to different places and showing people different stuff. I got this guy down here waiting. He's just waiting. Yeah, shout out to Murder. He was live all weekend out there, except for when they lost power. But all the people that actually go live, congrats. We know how hard it is, especially with me. I got a double. I got two cameras out there, start line, finish line. So keeping up with all that. Joseph did a bang up job this weekend. Um, who else did a bang up job this weekend? Is this guy right here? Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We got a delay like a mofo. Is it delayed on my end?
Do I need to use my phone instead?
Is it delayed or is it just my end?
You're delayed on my end as well. My camera shows my lips moving as I'm talking. It looks pretty good.
Oh boy.
Hey, send it to my phone. I'll use it instead.
I don't know how to send it to your phone. Just get on your phone and do it that way.
Dan Lee. Send it to the Dan Lee account.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. He said his lips are moving. His lips are always moving. This guy will talk to the wall if it was saying something to him. Oh boy. Anyway, this guy. He did did a pretty decent job this weekend. Let's see here. Is that better?
Yo.
Oh, that's better. All right. All right. All right. Are you still beat up?
Oh, I've got my voice back at least 50% now, so I'm doing better.
God help us. But where'd it go? Oh boy. We had some good good media people out there. 1320 was out there. You know, Ronnie killing it with the game. Oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So I was trying to bring up all the sponsors, and I had everything set up on my phone, and then I can't use it off my phone if I'm talking to you on it here. So
Oh boy.
just trying to make sure. Okay, I'm good to go. I'm good to go. So, but yeah, media killed it this weekend.
Yeah. Was you expecting something like this Friday night?
Man, really, I ain't gonna lie. There was times I thought nobody was gonna show up. You know, I've had almost 60 people say they were gonna show up to a race, and it come down to time, and 21 guys were there. So you
Yeah.
know, it was one. This is my first big track event to put together. For it took me 8 months from the time me and you first talked about it, and then to get them to sign a contract on it, to planning it and everything. I've given it, you know, we've been on this for 8 months now, and so you know, between me catching COVID about 2 months ago, and then my daughter having her problems, I got behind there the last 2 months. So I was like, you know, a million people may show up or nobody may show up. We're just going to have to pray to the racing gods and see where it goes.
Yeah.
And it turned out.
Yeah. It was a packed house. Pretty much both nights, I think. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, you had Texas Street there. You had 1320. You had um, um Dylan with 660 Streets. Stephanie with 660 Streets. You know.
We had Vengeance Media.
Yeah.
Heck, a couple of them didn't show up. They had family issues or a few other things, but you're right. It media wise, we were not lacking. Oh, Ronnie was running his thing on his camera as well for Gut TV. And man, it was nuts. But you know what? I had a meeting with all the media guys that were on the starting line right from the get go. And I brought everybody together and I said, hey, there's been a lot of drama going on the media side of things. So, man, y'all work together. I don't want to hear y'all fighting. I don't want, he's blocking me. He's doing this. I said, man, y'all work together. If you see somebody, you know, in your way, duck, you know, whatever y'all got to do. Let's just everybody get along and y'all all work together and y'all all get good shots, good videos, everything. And really, all the videos I'm seeing are just, man, they're killing it.
Yeah. And Haggard, never in my life he would thought he would be camping at the Gut, but
Hey, you know, people say that place is bad. My three daughters ran around that place for 3 days and never had, or for 2 days, and they didn't have not one issue. They knew there was about 15 of us that had walkie talkies. And, you know, my kids, they know all of us. We're all family. And they knew all you got to do is find a yellow shirt and say, hey, where's my dad? And they knew how to find us. No big deal.
yeah, if he had entered damn radio.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't going to lie. Midday Saturday, I turned my radio off. Late Friday night, we're down one radio. It's, I think, on the other side of the highway, probably over there by where what do they call it? The bazaar or the flea market?
Uh-huh.
Good chances you can find it over there. I owe you a walkie-talkie. That one's on me. I learned a lot from this event. I'm a guy who likes to take charge. I've always been that way. I don't work well working for people. I never have. But I've got to loosen the reins a little bit. Like the let's just say the vendors and the food. I'm going to have one person take care of them, one person handling over the parking, one person that can deal with the lady at the gate. Like I was being pulled 9 different directions. My radio did not stop. I'm on the starting line, or let's just say I was in the driver's meeting and they're calling me from the front gate saying, I need you here now. Nope, ain't happening. I'm in the middle of driver's meeting. I've got a car parked in front of a race car over here. Okay, tell them to move. What do you want me to do? It did not stop to the point where I had to shut it off. Michael Pullen stepped in. I gave him a walkie-talkie, and 90% of it, he didn't even have to ask me about. He just said, hey, do this. Hey, do that. Okay, yeah, vendors coming in. They're sponsors. They gave you their name, their business name. They're sponsors. Let them in. Leave them alone. And it took so much stress off my shoulders that I personally want to thank Michael Pollan. That dude in a wheelchair is more active and does more than hell most grown people with legs. I asked him a few times. I was like, dude, could you get up and walk around so I can borrow your chair? Dude, I need to sit down. It's like, please, dude. He wasn't having it though. He's stingy with that chair. So I do want to, before we get all into everything, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, man. They killed it. I've been on them for like 6 months, and I like to talk. So sometimes it's easier just to give me money and shut me up, get me go away, than it is for me to keep busting your balls once a week. Because once you tell me, hey, you know what, I may be interested, the following week, hey, you still interested in that?
I think they're talking about the record driver. Good shout out, record driver, something that came out there or something.
Yeah, whoever he was, he just showed up. He showed up in a wrecker, and they're like, are we going to let this wrecker in? My wrecker actually blew his turbo Thursday. My best friend drives a wrecker. Had him set up to come out there. I was going to throw him a couple $100 and get him some free tickets to enjoy the weekend. That way, in case it was an accident or we needed cars moved, we had a wrecker on standby because the gut wasn't going to do it. Even though it was supposed to be, we have a piece of paper saying they were supposed to take care of that. But at the end of the day, as a promoter, I've got to make sure that I have things in line for a race, as in safety equipment, EMT, wreckers, the whole 9 yards. That falls on me at the end of the day. If I promote it and something happens, it didn't, hey, the track did this. It was, hey, this guy threw a race here and this happened. So, but that dude pulled up to the gate and was like, hey, do we let the wrecker in? I said, hell yeah, let him in for free if he's going to stay. And if there's an accident or if I need him, we can use him. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. I'll stay. So let him in. Hi, baby. That's my best friend right there.
Well, I know this was your first one and everything, and learning is a key point here. Other than the places, it couldn't hold what we were throwing at them. I mean, with the rain that rolled in early, I guess it'd be early Saturday morning. They were still trying to get in, and I mean, we packed the house, and it was a. Other than that, it was a pretty good weekend. I mean, other than little hiccups there. I mean you're going to have them, but other than that, everything went smooth. All the I'm not a big fan of the buybacks. I'll just go ahead and say it now. I'm just blah blah blah.
Hey, I understand, and see, nobody understood, and I wasn't going to talk about it until after the race. People's got to understand. I took a bunch of street racers and street securities to a track that I've never promoted a track event. My guys has never worked at a racetrack. Yeah, we've all been born and raised at them, but working an event like that, none of us had a clue what we were doing. Friday was for us too, not even the racers. That gave the racers one hit apiece, and they could buy back Saturday morning. It gave the guys that are badasses out there They didn't want to they didn't want to take that chance. So, and I'm okay with that. But it gave my crew, the guts crew, the security, you, my vendors, it gave everybody time to see what was about to happen to them Saturday. It was a little testy for us. And I'm glad we did, because the hiccups that we had came Friday night. Just everybody, my guys didn't know exactly how to park everybody to get the spectators in a timely manner. Well, after 3 hours of them doing it Friday, we had a system down. So Saturday, they came in and out, and that nobody had an issue there. From my driver's meetings to the tech to everybody, it taught us all how to work together. So by 10 a.m. Saturday morning, we were ready to rock. At that point, we had a little bit of experience under our belt. We all had a meeting, was like, look, this is what we did wrong. This is what we got to fix. This is where we're going to have to put people. This is where we're going to have to put cones to block people away. And man, I couldn't ask. My staff killed it, man. They made me and you look like we actually knew what we were doing. And I was a nervous wreck the whole damn time. So, but with them, every single one of them, there's 12, 13 of them. There's too many of them to sit here and mention names. I'll forget one and then I'll feel bad about it. But every one of the guys that helped, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Y'all rocked it. I could thank them over and over and over again, because, they did the damn thing. Right there, we're missing 3 or 4 of them that had to go home a little earlier, get home to their kids and stuff like that. But that's, for the most part, that's all of them.
Yeah. What else was it? You had what, 6 classes?
6 classes, yes, sir.
Six classes over 2 days. You had 6 different winners, and you had Ryan Mitchell. He was in the finals in half of them.
Yeah, boy. With that car being totaled 2 weeks ago, and he told me whenever I planned this event, he said, Dan, I'll be there. He said, if I tell you I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. And he sent me a picture like a week ago, and the car didn't even have skins on the sides of it. No motor, no rear end. And I'm like, bro, this ain't looking good. He's like, I told you I'll be there. Then I woke up Friday morning with a video of him pulling into the parking lot and making like a little 60-foot hit in the rain. He had a 60-foot hit in the rain at like 5 o'clock Thursday or Friday morning. They loaded it in the box and came on down. I'm thinking, well, either he's doing it because he told me he was coming and he's probably going to get out, out first round. But then I thought, that's Ryan Mitchell. Him and Eric are bad sons of guns, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they get past the first round anywhere, look out. They going for the money. If you're gonna ever beat him, it's the first round. You let that man get that lick and get that data, everybody's on notice at that point.
Yeah, and so, he did. He put a little hot tune up in the first round, and then got around, and but it was a good deal. We got who we bringing on first?
What about Steve? No, let's just start from. Let's go hard tire. Bring in Chris Wirtz and Mike Pena first.
Am I sending them, or are you sending them?
You'll have to send them, because the phone I've got everybody friends with, we're on right now.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You're friends with all them people.
I know. I just gotta find them. I don't think I'm friends with Pena. Oh wait.
You're probably friends with him on like 12 of his accounts.
Well, depending on which account he's using.
His real Mike Pena ones, the ones he's using right now. I think that one's in Facebook jail, but he's like me. That's the same messenger he's using.
Oh boy. Maybe I have it on here.
Hey, Aubrey, you come turn out this light right behind me.
damn, I feel like that other channel that's just now starting to do this. And oh,
Well, hey, while you're doing that, I'm gonna give a big shout out to my sponsors.
go ahead.
So that gives you a minute. All right, and if I forget any of y'all apologize. You can call and cuss me out later. Um, and I want to give Coach a shout out because once an hour that guy was on that start line reading out all the sponsors, giving them all props. He was very good about that. I didn't even have to tell him. So let's start with let's start with 820 Performance, Northridge Construction Group, and Ridgeline Electric. The same couple of guys own them three companies. They were the overall sponsors of the event. Um, and they didn't hesitate at all whenever I got a hold of Bill. He was like, dude, get to my office now. Let's sit down. Let's have a meeting. And they're like, yeah, we don't want to just sponsor a little. We want to put a big chunk on it. I said, heck yeah, man. Them guys, I ain't ever even had to like ask them, please. You know, you call them, they're like, let's do it. Let's do it. Every time. So we're blessed to have them on board. Accelerated Racing Solution. Oh, the Willie Queen herself, Tiana. Um, same with her. She's been sponsoring us all year. Everything we do, shirts, even street events here and there. They'll throw in a little bit towards security, all that. They're always down to help. Um, um, Brian Witherspoon, the Muffler King. During the live feed, he seen the live feed and he was like, "Let's put money on top of this one." Awesome, that works. Memory loss. Oh, let's give them a shout out. They're in Dallas. Your catalytic converter gets stolen, or you need some nice exhaust work, anything like that, call Muffler Kings. They're good people. Been in business many years. Memory loss racing and Pimp Juice. They went in together and sponsored. Okay, Crazy Horse Carpentry. They're down south, Austin area, something like that. Maybe a little south of there, something like that. But they come on board and help to sponsor. Ryan Hall, All Natural Stone and Grass. We've all known Ryan for years. If y'all need any stone, grass, whatever, he's going to take care of you. They're out of Tyler, Texas. So anybody on the east side, if they need, if you need some grass, you need some stone, you need some rock, you need some dirt, whatever you need, call Ryan Hall. They'll get you taken care of. Um, Red Tide Canopies. They stepped up and sponsored pretty much a discount, a $500 discount for all 6 winners. Heck, they didn't even show up to use their spaces or their tickets or anything. They just stepped up and I think he had a wedding or something to go to. But them guys, they like to help with everything. So, but it was like $500 off for each one of them. A 10 by 20 canopy and some banners and stuff. So let's see. Eight Wheels Racing. Gaps aren't free. Um, that's Michael Poland. That came out of his pocket himself. He just wants to help. That's that guy. He's got a big heart. He's dang good people. Y'all look him up. Eight Wheels Racing. Go give the man a like, a follow. If y'all ever at an event, you want good people there, send him a message. I'll guarantee you he won't miss it. Fire Factory. Fire Factory. If you like that wacky tobacco shit and you up in Oklahoma where it's legal, go ahead and contact them. Yeah.
I gotta head north then.
Yeah, you gotta cross that Red River to even play with them guys. Legally anyhow. So let's see. Black Sheep Mafia. They put $500 on top. We had a guy at the track. Do you remember his name? You walked up and handed me $500.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, some guy donated $500, told me to put it wherever, and I think it was under my Libby account. I don't know. I got Steve Miller. Steve Miller.
Steve Miller.
He doesn't have a business or whatever. He just he donated $500, and I sent it. I went and got it out and give it to you and said, put it where you want.
Yep, yep. So, Vigency Media, they threw in 100. Texas Street Scene, they threw in 100. MSK, they threw in 100. Gut TV, old Ronnie Barnes, man, he may not have donated any money, but the time that man put in was unbelievable. He's been through this whole thing. I wasn't talking to the owner of the Gut. It was me and Ronnie, to the point I sent him the contract, and he said, I will get this signed, sir. After we went back and forth and back and forth, it was something else. But we ended up getting it done. That man there, he's that dude should run for the president. That since he's came on, look at all the changes the Guts had. Hell, they just put up 900 foot of new wall at the end of the track, and a new PA system, and that went down Wednesday,
Yeah.
right before the race. And we're talking that new PA. It's like between the wall, that was like $75,000. Just throwing numbers out there. It's got to be close to somewhere around there. Just so it was a safe event. They knew we were bringing really fast cars. They knew they were going to be loud. So yeah, they stepped up and they did the dang thing. So shout out to the Gut security team. Them guys, if I needed anything whatsoever, even the girls, that little redheaded girl, she looked mean. She looked like she'd probably take them all too. But
and the other one.
Yeah, they both. They look like they'd shoot you quick.
I'd probably let them too.
Yeah, just go ahead and shoot me dead now. By the end of Saturday night, I was already dead. No blood would have come out. So, but I'm thinking I'm going to double check that one more time because I'm horrible about that shit. Split Performance. Dakota at Split Performance. He came on last minute, donated, he kind of donated something else that you got coming later. We'll talk about that at a different time. But he also, he was there helping with everything. Page Pro Paint. Ronnie. Should have seen his face when someone told him he dropped his gun. But no, Ronnie at Page Pro Paint. They're out there. I think they're in Athens, Texas. You need any outside construction work or anything down there, you need a good paint job, hit up Ronnie Page. Him and his family's good people. Big prayers to them right now. They're going through some stuff, and it'll get better, Ronnie. Just give it some time, brother. I've been what I've went through what you're going through, and it gets better, brother. I promise you. If you need anything, just holler at me or Limpy. You know how we are. We all family. We'll do a double check. Frankenstein Imaging Dynamics. I don't know if I mentioned them. They were on board. They did a great job. SC Graphics, Sarah. Big shout out to Sarah. I bet you think I talk to you a lot. I've been talking to her every day, 5 or 6 times a day for 8 months. She makes my flyers, my banners, my shirts. This hat. She actually sent me 2 hats and 2 beanies just because I already ordered so many shirts. And she's like, hey, if you like these, we'll make a bunch of them. If you like these beanies, we'll make a bunch of them. She is just all the banners on the starting line, my flyers, everything. Even my stickers.
You don't have to run.
There we go.
What up? What up?
What up?
Chilling.
You guys get a little bit of sleep? Get caught up a little bit?
No.
Oh boy. Who's got feedback?
Somebody's got major feedback.
You got any headphones?
Yep.
Have you got
It's
them?
Mike.
I've got my volume on my computer off, so.
Dang it, Mike.
Check.
I can hear you. I hear you clear, Limpy.
Hello, check.
Yep.
I think it's
There it is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. What do I need to do? Something different?
You got
You need to get some
headphones?
headphones.
Yeah, go give me 1 second. Hold on, I think I got something.
How about
You-
that? Oh wait.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, unmute
Talk.
Pena. Can you hear me, Pena?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, that's Chris. That's Chris.
Yeah. Texas Racing Channel coming out and taking that hard tire money.
Yeah.
Hey, Lippy, did that fix it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
How about now?
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Nope.
Hey, Chris, do you have the stream playing on your laptop or anything?
I just shut it off.
Oh yeah.
It might be the audio from that.
Well, there's no volume on it.
Oh boy.
He has a Tesla, but he's not real tech savvy.
He can probably tune in it, but he can't navigate a website.
True.
I took that off. The laptop's off, so
Or maybe that's better. No.
You don't have no headphones, Chris?
I'm trying to get them on right now.
I can't even hear you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting in my garage with nothing else on, so. Let's see if these work.
So
I'm sitting in my garage.
Are you using your phone, Chris, or the computer?
My phone.
Oh, wow. That's weird why it's throwing feedback like that.
Yeah, I mean,
It
probably
must
be an iPhone.
be an iPhone.
no, it's Android. But I can hear you guys loud and clear. It's perfect. So
I'll just be quiet and let you know.
let me try and see if these things work now. Is that any better?
Say something, Lippy. No.
Nah, I still hear the feedback too.
You think it's just a bad connection?
Maybe it's me. No.
I can hear you guys like perfectly clear.
Well, what do you think about the weekend?
Can you hear him, Chris?
Yeah, I heard him.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe.
I don't know where he went.
Hey, it sounds better.
It sounds better now. What do you think? What do you think about this weekend, Mike?
Man, it was a badass turnout overall. I mean, I was busy selling merch most of Friday and then most of Saturday. Got a break to come watch some of the hard tire racing. Now I seen all the racing from where we were at, anyways, but to actually be in the pits and stuff like that, I was barely in there. But it was a good turnout. I mean, salute to Dan, you, all the staff. I know firsthand how it is to put on an event, and I know it's stressful, but y'all did a killer job.
Thanks, brother. How did I didn't really get to see like the vendor side of it. Because you see me, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah, no.
How did the vendors do? The food vendors and the vendors selling merchandise and things like that. Did they do any good or?
Yeah, so I know how. I think I don't know about Friday, but I know Saturday night they end up running out of food. Fred at Hot Box Barbecue, he he was killing it. 1320, I posted him, and they were just saying how good the food was, and both of them had good food. I ate from both places, obviously, but yeah, they killed it. We pretty much sold out of a lot of our stuff. Oh, there it goes.
I muted him. I muted.
Hear you guys say, is it better on my end?
No.
No.
If I can Brian to smile, right?
The guy who's got an electric car, man, that makes me sound horrible.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, no, everybody pretty much sold out from what I heard. We almost sold out of everything. We just literally put another order in with our guy because we got that YouTuber call out event next weekend. So I mean, we killed it. Everybody killed it. All the vendors, the guys selling the yellow belly stuff, I think, or the other shirts, they were doing good as well. It was busy all the whole time.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I know merchandise booth. Sarah got so busy. She the one thing that we missed was selling or we couldn't get our event shirts done. And so we kind of missed out on that. But our regular shirts, our DFWSS shirts and a few other things we had there, man, we did good. I didn't expect it. I just wanted to have them.
I think you told me at the start line that night that y'all had sold like 100 plus shirts, something like that.
Yeah. We did really well on our merchandise. And I didn't, I was coming to set them up because I have them. And good God. But no, we did really, really well.
Let Chris talk for a minute.
Can you hear me okay? Limpy's giving me a thumbs up. Mike, can you hear me? I got a thumbs up from Mike. Dan, can you hear me okay?
Yeah. There it goes again.
I didn't do nothing. I'm just sitting here. All right. So, okay. Well, yeah. But yeah, as far as the show goes, yeah, we like Mike had said, we sold out of everything almost on all our hoodies and stuff on Friday night, and we had a line 10 deep halfway through. But yeah, it was kind of cool towards the end of the evening seeing 50 to 100 people running around the track wearing our merchandise, and everybody was real excited and real happy, and it was just having a good time. So I get chills just thinking about like people are excited to watch us do our thing, and so it's I don't know, man. I'm just getting chills right now even thinking about it, and so I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say about stuff like that. It's just I know people always give me a lot of shit because I bought the hairdryer, golf cart, whatever you want to call it, but I mean the car brings people around because they get I think it's the car they love to hate. They want to see what it can do, but they also are like, fuck it, crap, it won. You know what I mean? Like, so. Yeah.
We almost had to kick you out because you were licking battery fluid.
Oh yeah. I made sure I shut the air conditioner off before I went down the track.
So the
hey Chris, what you do is mute Chris Warts when you talk, and then let him talk when he's on.
What'd you say?
Yeah, no, I'm saying when everybody else talks, mute Chris Warts, and then when he talks, unmute him.
Okay. How about that? So the class was pretty good. I heard that truck has your number and you got redemption.
Yeah. So back in Thanksgiving, we raced Peter. I think that's his name, Peter, at XRP on a prep surface, and he pulled about 2 cars out of the hole on me. I mean, I was a little asleep at the light, but I didn't have enough track to catch him. And so I've been getting teased since Thanksgiving by everybody about getting beat by a Ford Ranger. But so got that monkey off my back. But I mean, all he's got to do is just add more nitrous and bigger tires or something. I mean, yeah, he's gonna come back faster. So now we're 1-1, and but we got to talking more while we were at the track, and super nice guy, and I got his address. We were gonna send him some merchandise, and right before that race, he said he was having traction problems and he couldn't put it all to the ground, and I was worried because he gave me an ass whipping back before, so I was like, hey, you want to split it? And I said, and we can do, first I said to the winner, get $500 more. And then he was like, no. And I said, well, how about 100? At least one of us is getting $100 more than the other for being the winner. And then we shook hands on that. And so we knew going into it that we were both going to get, we were both going to have, a good ending as far as
good payday.
Yeah, payday. But deep down inside, the money's always good, but man, I just wanted to win because he got me last time, and I don't like losing. And so, the thought had gone through my head about, I'm gonna cut this car up and put a freaking, I'll make this thing a feather. I'll just cut everything out besides a seat, and a battery, and a windshield, and send that shit. But I got to drive the kids to school and shit with that thing. So, but yeah, it was a ton of fun, man. Absolutely.
Dan, do you have any questions?
What, from y'all's standpoint, from the outside looking in, and I both of y'all have been around this game for a long time. The hard tire class to me, and I ain't gonna lie, I know you like this class, Chris. This has been the hardest class I've ever had to deal with. Not as in drivers. It took me 2 months to find out how to find the tread wear on a damn tire.
Yeah,
Like,
it's hard. Yeah.
It's pretty
on some of them, I personally had to call one of my tire guys, and I'm like, hey, look, how do I do this? I'm looking on websites, I'm looking all over the place, and I still couldn't find it. And Mike Pena sends me information. And but besides the hard tire class, any recommendations from y'all on how I can make it better next time? I know in between rounds, I'm going to try to make them not so much time in between them. But I ain't gonna lie, I needed that 30 minutes to get off my own feet and just to sit down, drink a bottle of water, eat something, because that shit was killing me. And but what do y'all think?
I mean, we enjoyed it. Is the main thing for me is to make sure that everybody's going by the rules. You know what I mean? Like if you fit the class, you fit the class. So we had people complaining that we were all-wheel drive, and I mean, I can make the car rear-wheel drive. I can just go in there and slide a little button, and it's rear-wheel drive. I can make it front-wheel drive. It don't matter. You know what I mean? So, but as long as the rules are followed, that's all I care about. Because at the end, it's whenever I race, for as long as I've been racing, 30-something years, I'm not racing the person next to me. I'm racing the track. I'm racing the street. I'm racing where I'm at. The guy next to me, I'm just hoping he don't hit me. And, but hopefully he's far behind me. I ain't got to worry about it. So, and the thing is just to make sure that I'm going straight, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and that I'm following the rules for the class I'm in. As far as everybody else goes, it sucks that you got to walk around and kind of check things out, because people are shady, man. All they see is money, and that's what they're about. To me, it's about just getting out there, having a good time. And if you happen to win a couple bucks while you're doing it, cool. But hey, none of us going to get, they're also going to be doing this for a living. So, but the main thing is to go out there and just hang out with your friends and have a good time and just get better and do what you like to do. So, the only class that I fit in, there's so many fast cars there. I mean, my car's one of the slowest cars in the whole on the property. So that's saying a lot considering the caliber of that particular car. So, damn electric cars. Hey, I feel the same way. When I first got it, I was like, oh, I got an electric car. Like, I'm a tree hugger. And then now I'm like, man, this thing's fun as shit. Like, it's like when you're a little kid and you play with those little RC cars, Christmas time or something like that. I get to get in the full size and want to do that shit around 820 or over in Fort Worth or at the track or whatever. So it's a ton of fun, man. But as far as the class goes, I thought you guys did a good job. I wish more people would have entered. But other than that, I had a great time, and there was no way I thought, oh, it's his guarantee, because like I said, that Ranger, he beat me fair and square before, so we knew, he can turn it up. I can't do shit to it besides pull the seats out of it or lose some weight, not eat lunch or something. You know what I mean? Like, that he can go out there and he can add more nitrous, he can throw his turbos on it, supercharger, do whatever. So, but I think we're gonna maybe do something with the Suburban. So maybe start using that for a hard tire, because there's a lot of suspension stuff out there for the particular chassis. It's a C10. It's a long wheel, so it'll be easy to put. It's heavy. It'll be the weight transfer is good. So we might use that for a little bit for some fun, and not just for moving products around and merchandise and towing cars. Maybe we'll. It's getting ready to get twin turbos on it after the next YouTube thing that we're doing next week. So after that, I'm ordering the turbos for it, and then we'll crank her up and see what it does. So.
All right. That's pretty good. Do you want to give a shout out to your sponsors, or anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Well, number one shout out is my wife. Obviously, she lets me play these games and do this stuff. She doesn't question anything. She's 100% behind our YouTube channel. She's 100% behind me and Mike and in the being out sometimes 40, 30, 40, 50 hours at a time, leaving home, going to these different tracks around the country for sometimes weeks at a time here lately. And so we don't really have any sponsors. We have people that help us out with our, I would probably say Mike, because you do most of the ordering of the shirts and the stuff and the merchandise. But as far as the stickers go, Tom Christensen at Sticker Brothers, he does all our stickers, and he's going to be doing a whole bunch more for us here because we've had a lot of requests for stuff, and so we're getting low. We got stuff coming in. Go ahead and mute me and ask Mike, because Mike has a little bit more to do with that, as far as, because he orders from our guy that does our shirts and some other stuff.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Art Luna. He does all our shirts. Like Chris said, Tom does all our stickers. There ain't really too much people sponsor wise, but shout out to everybody who bought something Friday and Saturday. Like I said, we pretty much sold out of everything. We spent a lot of money ordering new stuff, so shout out to everybody who bought something this weekend, and we got a few orders on the website, so shout out to them guys. It was just we had an idea that we were going to sell a good amount, but we didn't really think, okay, well, it's going to sell out like this. So we're saying, okay, we don't have no more of XL, small, medium, large. And, we had gangs of people still coming up to us asking, but we just sold out. So it was good from a selling standpoint, but then we still want to sell more. So, we ordered more, so we'll have that. But yeah, TRC for that. Appreciate it, Michael. Shout out to him. He busts his ass there. Everywhere he's always busting his ass. And that truck, they done gapped us. What was it? It was at which race was it, Chris? Where we raced the S10.
Was that XRP? I forget the name.
No. The white S10. Michael.
That was about a month ago.
I think so.
Streets.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was on the streets for sure. Yeah, I was basically just donating money that night.
Well, I will say if we were at that first road, it might have been a different story, but the cops showed up right as soon as we were finna make our pass. But that's part of the game right there.
Yeah, 100%. And then obviously Dan and Limpy, shout out to you guys for doing what you do and for allowing weird ass shit like I've always got something weird going on and trying to be different, trying not to have the same things everybody else has, but still be fast and competitive. But thank you guys for allowing us to come in there and sell our merchandise and hang out with you guys and race and it means a lot to us. We've been doing this for 30 years. We've all been messing around, and so I appreciate that you guys allow us into your group of people to, and invite us to these things and let us donate the money and let us win it and back and forth and so that shout out to you guys for what you do.
And I will add, I know the plaque says baddest hard tire in America, so if anybody wants to grab a lane on a hard tire, streets, track, we will take that offer. It won't be free, so let us know. I know that's a broad call out, but there's some fast guys on hard tires out there, so I know we got our hands full with it.
Mike, you want to give a shout out on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's Texas Racing Channel all together. YouTube/Texas Racing Channel. Yeah, if you want to screenshot that, scan it, it'll go straight to YouTube. Instagram, the same thing. Facebook, same thing. Website's TexasRacingChannel.com. If you want to order merch, you can go to there and ship it to worldwide. So wherever you're at, you can order a shirt, sticker, hat, beanie, koozies, lanyards, got all the above.
Yeah, I've got the one on my keychain, actually, the keychain deal.
Yeah. Did you get your shirt?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and send this one out. All right, y'all got anything else y'all want to add?
Will be at Ennis Saturday. We got word yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys watched Drag Times with Brooke. I'm sorry, but Brooke. We're going to be. He's going to be using our plaid to race Donkmaster at Demonology's event this Saturday. It's a YouTuber Call Out 3 that's happening at Ennis this weekend. I believe that's April 9th. Gates open, I think, at 11 o'clock. Mike, is that correct? We'll be there at 8. And so Brooks is going to be using our plaid. We're going to be also racing. So you can call us out to race the car if you want to show up and enter. And then he's racing Donkmaster. I'm not sure if we're racing Demonology, but the car will be on property. And we'll have our tent, our vendors tent set up in the YouTubers section where you guys can come over and hang out and take pictures, buy merchandise, bullshit with us, and just kind of hang out and have a good time. So that'll be this Saturday.
Mike, anything?
Other than that, I mean, pretty much like what Chris said, we'll be out there doing our thing, trying to sell some more merch, and pretty much I seen Fisher, I got you a hoodie. Just get with me, I got you. And pretty much, again, appreciate everybody, whoever bought hats, shirts, hoodies. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate the support, really. I mean,
all right.
I don't know what y'all are fingering at each other, but yeah.
All right. Well, congrats on y'all's win, and maybe we'll be seeing y'all next year.
Sounds good. Appreciate you guys.
Y'all have a good night.
All right, y'all too.
Later.
That's for you, Dan. All right, guys. Y'all be safe.
Y'all be good. Have a good one. All right. You still muted? I muted you. All right, you're unmuted.
There we go. Either SoCal sleazy or
Yeah, I sent it to Stefan. They haven't seen it yet, so maybe they had something to come up.
yep.
And it's Steezy.
Yeah, but I already nicknamed him sleazy, and he
Steezy.
laughed his ass off. That's SoCal sleazy. He man, he was respectable. A lot, he fit in with everybody else. It was good.
Yeah, he's good. Well, they haven't seen it yet. I hate to bring them on and bring somebody else on, and then they'll be waiting. Somebody tag Stefan. Tell them to check their email. Oh, nope, they just seen it.
He's still trying to fix his limiters that he broke.
I figured he's trying to get his costume on.
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Steezy. Man, that guy will. When I was in Cali, man, he was down for it.
This was the first time I had ever met him. And I'm used to the streets. There's not very many people in the streets I don't know when they show up to a race that I promote. So, hey, there's the man right there.
There's the man, and there's a new drinking game for tonight.
What are we doing? Drinking water? I needed some water after
They're talking about every time you say luck, they got to take a drink.
Well, it's going to be a long night, it sounds like. How you turn this off? All right. Sorry, I had to cut my grass, so I don't know what I missed.
Nothing. You missed. We talked with Chris and Mike about their win on the hard tire. You were cutting that light down this weekend.
I was trying to do better. I've sucked recently, and I was definitely trying to do better. I really don't know if it was me cutting a good light or the car just working good and 60 footing good.
Was you just lucky?
There's a lot of luck that goes into my wins.
Right. There's a drink, people. There's a drink. I don't know, man. Every time you'd make a hit, man, I think your team, they almost ran an 8th mile after you. I thought they were getting ready to push the car. They had to follow you to push the car up on the trailer or something.
Well, I mean that's we're trying to save gas. I'm on a really tight budget, so they were supposed to be down there pushing me back, and not once did they show up. I guess they got tired.
Oh wait, Trey sent me something here.
Yeah, I'm missing my boy today. That's why we ain't have no fun. He's out of town working.
Oh boy.
So.
Yeah, he sent me that. Let me get over here. It might take a second to load the video. Pretty good competition this weekend though.
Oh, for sure. It was some super tough competition. We knew we was gonna have like the baddest around. It was gonna be tough. That's why I kept my ass in True Street where I belong.
Trey works.
I mean, honestly, I'm not really sure how he gets paid because he don't do shit. So I'm not sure exactly what he's doing over there.
I figured he'd be over there cutting your grass for you.
Fuck, I wish. I normally make my son do it, but he got to go to bed, so I had to do it myself.
All right, here's what Trey sent me. Oh, that was her. Y'all had a grudge race. That was Thursday night, right?
Yeah, that was Thursday.
Yes, Thursday night.
I guess he won enough money. He didn't have to show up Saturday.
Yeah, he said that I can't run with these guys. They'll beat me. I was like, so you can only enter races that you're for sure winning, huh?
I know he's a little bitch. Matter of fact, actually, hold on. I'm not supposed to be talking shit about him whenever he's not here. I can only do it when he's here. So go ahead and edit that out for me.
All right, hold on. All right, that's done.
Done deal.
Yeah. That Trey, I'll call you. You're still a bitch. Should have entered. You never know, man. You never know. Look,
Yeah.
your daddy cleaned house this weekend. You think you can't beat your daddy?
I think we all,
That's what I
hey,
got from that.
we all know the answer to that.
No.
Hey, who would have thought that you would have went to the semifinals with Tom Gunner and Magic Johnson? That boy was rolling.
Yeah, no, it's running good for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, I was really surprised. I was surprised that one, it was 4 hatches in the semifinals. When do you see that? And then 2
Right.
cars, 2 turbo cars.
Yeah.
So
Appreciate the. There you go. Roddy says
oh my God.
Oh boy. Oh
I
boy.
think that was payment for tuning lessons, wasn't it?
It very well could be. He's pretty in debt on that. So, he tells me he's behind on his payments.
You're sending $10 at a time.
Yeah, we need at least Hunskies.
I know when you were got into the later rounds, you're purging it through the motor. Everybody was behind it, going like,
Yeah, dude, hey, that's the thing. If you ain't having fun racing, why you racing? That's the only reason. Like, I didn't think I was gonna win. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was gonna win. I was gonna come support and come race. I ain't scared to get my asshole blowed out. But
like Trey.
I think for sure I'm gonna go have fun. We're gonna bang it through the motor. You're lucky. Honestly, if I would have thought about it, I would have tried doing a dry hop. I was trying to have fun. Okay, little guy.
Yeah, it should have been you, Trey, in the finals, but you were too scared to bring your car out there, man. We tried. Shit, we could have put him on some Michelins or something. Let him run the hard tire. Hell, Gunner's for 3 weeks straight. Every day he messaged me and asked me rules on hard tire. So I'm thinking he's showing up on hard tire. We get there and he ain't even in the hard tire race. I'm like, dude.
He tested all Thursday night on hard tires.
I looked for tires. I was going to run hard tire too. I was going to try bringing my LTD, run hard tire, but I couldn't find tires that I felt confident in. They got a better selection in like 17s and like the bigger wheels. So I just said, fuck it. I'll just go run True Street. I mean, excuse me, small tire number 3.
4.
For whatever.
Oh, wait. Oh, appreciate stars, Mike, or the supers, Mike. Where did it go? Oh,
Dang.
wow.
I heard multiple people tell me though that they don't like Trey, that no one likes him to go away. So I did hear that a lot Saturday. It was weird.
Wow,
Well,
he is such a loving personality.
I love Trey.
I don't get it either. It's weird. Honestly, I'm really disappointed Trey's not here to watch him talk shit to you, Dan. That would have been an interesting live.
Come on, let's get Trey on here. He's there. He's in the messages right now.
I can find it. He just sent me a deal. See if he can get. Oh boy, where'd it go? Oh boy. All right. Let's get back to it. Come on.
He said send invite.
I'm sending it. All right. See if he can get fired today. Oh wait, he works for you, don't he?
No.
You can't come on here because my boss is on the live feed. He'll know that I was on the live feed and it wasn't working.
Yeah, right.
Oh man. Trey the boss. Who gave him that name? Himself?
Himself, whenever he was flagging and he jumped about 9 foot high with his panties, and he just said, I did it just like JJ the boss.
Oh my God.
They say you might as well call me Trey the boss.
Oh shit.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. For a kid that's like not all there, let's just say that, he has a good sense of humor, because he was very unfortunate in life to be as dumb as he is.
Yeah.
He's like making the best of what he got blessed with,
Yeah, he's a few fries short of Happy Meal.
For sure.
Yeah. He got a 40-story building with a 35-story elevator shaft.
That's my boyfriend.
Is it?
He did look good this weekend, and with the red hoodie on and stuff, it brought out the
Yeah,
color.
he was looking cute as fuck.
Hey, how about that dumb motherfucker tripping over the 60-foot cone when I did my burnout? Did y'all see that?
I missed it.
Oh,
Hopefully 1320 got it and it's in the video.
apparently, I almost ran him over or something.
Oh,
Oh my God, Trayman. Oh, Trayman.
Bad motherfucker arrived, baby. What's up?
Turn your lights on.
Man, hold on. Let me figure out how to turn this old lamp on. Oh, there we go.
Oh, my
Me,
goodness.
Liz. Good looking.
Hey, oh, there it is. I knew it was
you might have to put the phone down. All we're seeing is your unibrow.
We're seeing the
Man,
lack
I'll
of
tell you,
hair.
then barbershop keeps these damn eyebrows on fleek, baby.
We're seeing that lack of hair line.
Come on, man. Ball's beautiful, man.
I'm sorry. Sorry, my wife screamed at me from the other room. Apparently, I got to stop.
Oh boy.
How may I help y'all on this fine evening?
I've heard that before.
Y'all asked for the baddest motherfucker in
Tilt the camera down. Oh,
It's Poncher. Yeah.
Hey, I'm actually watching Street Outlaws.
are you?
No, I knew you. I knew you was a little.
Hey, only with me. That's my boyfriend, Trey over there, okay?
Trey. Tell me about this suspension and tuning you do.
10-5, baby. 10-5.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Man, I'm in Minnesota, just thinking about how if I would have taken my car, everybody in True Street was dead. That was the simple fact of the matter. We just we figured who was the slowest and who really needed to win for the weekend. They were really depressed all week. They were going through a lot of stuff. We just chose Stefan.
Thank you. My prayers have been answered.
He got lucky that you wasn't coming, right?
Yeah,
Good night, buddy.
He took it out on me. He got tired of me talking shit to him.
Oh,
He
okay,
tried
it's
to
not
run
yet.
me over. So,
Look, let's just face the facts. Trayman, he ain't trying to sit next to me. That's all there is.
oh, that's funny. That's fact. That's why I was down for a month.
What? Tell me.
I will say Dan and Limpy put on a kick-ass fucking race this weekend. We had a absolute blast.
I appreciate that, brother.
Y'all lucky. Rank's third baby mama that broke her transmission this weekend.
Well,
I think that's what he's got. I think he's got 3 baby mamas now.
Well,
Hi, Trace.
did you hear him?
Yeah.
That what my dad has him as.
Well, yeah, no, Rank's car looked good, but I mean, part of it, that's the street. You gotta make. You can't make one pass.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but here's the deal. With that saying right there, if my aunt had a bitch, it'd be my uncle.
Dan, I don't know what you're doing, but you're fucking everything up.
Sorry, I coughed. That shit was too funny.
Wait.
My bad.
He might have a trans in his gray sweatpants. I don't know. Just.
Hey, is he on here? Because I feel like is he on here?
Mr. Rankin invite.
Yeah, can we add him in here real quick? This would be a good time.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Please.
Let me see. I'll get here. Message.
I just know I've been having a great day here in Minnesota.
Did you ride back with the dudes that were down here with the Chevelle? Did you ride back with them?
No, I don't like riding with losers.
Hey,
how do you ride with yourself then?
Has anyone hit you with the Aider guy?
The
How's
Aider
the
guy.
weather?
Man, I will say that Chevelle was one of the nicest cars on the property, aside from that Maverick.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh, he's seen it. He's seen it.
Oh yeah,
He's seen it, but he might have to decline. No.
I mean, if he's probably watching this, I'd decline if I was him.
He knows what's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Ooh,
And he would know too.
that's gross. I do know that Rolly was a good sport all weekend. You know, we all got to gamble together. And yeah. Thank you, Rolly, for your fresh $40.
Yeah, but he's scared to lock on that, to click that link. Yeah, probably, I forgot he's got an iPhone. He's got an iPhone, so it probably takes him like 12 times to get on here.
It didn't take me no 12 times, and I got an iPhone.
You ain't got to go live. You just got to click that link, Jason.
Tell him we just need him for a couple minutes, man. Just like
couple minutes.
30 seconds. We just got one question.
2 words. One question, 2 words.
One question, 2 words. That's kind of like the 1 cup or the 2 girls, 1 cup.
Ew.
You heard me?
You feel me?
Yeah, he just wants a tip. Like, he just wants a tip of it.
You know, y'all really need to spice this up. We need to get something going.
So wise man.
You don't ever bet against Steph, Coach.
No, dude, there's plenty of people that bet, and I don't blame them. I mean, a lot of people won't bet it. Like there's a lot of people that don't bet because we're friends and stuff. But dude, it's gambling. It don't hurt my feelings none.
Hey,
I used to get pissed when I pull in the burnout box. I seen people pointing in our direction. Straight up, I used to get mad at that motherfucker. But it's racing.
I used to gamble on all of y'all. It didn't matter if I thought Ryan Mitchell could whoop you, I'd bet against my own state. Money's money whenever it comes to gambling. But ever since I started promoting races, I do not gamble whatsoever on any of it. Not you, daddies, not 50 cents, not a quarter. I don't care. I'm not taking that to where somebody says, "Hey, he won money off of him, so he's going to better him," or anything like that. I just ain't hearing it. I quit betting altogether whenever it comes to any of the street races or anything I have anything to do with anymore.
Man,
I should have tipped you over out of that wheelchair for that one.
No, Huffman was making good licks. That dude. Hey!
Oh!
Banter guy!
Oh my God! Hey, that don't count as one though.
That's just being a good sport right there, bud.
Oh, you're for sure a good sport.
What's up, Pussies?
Oh, pause.
What's up, Pussies?
Nitrous is gay.
My turn again.
So what, you gonna use one?
Hey, I got a question.
I got an answer.
Who was the best looking nitrous guy there on Saturday?
You, Daddy. That's disrespectful, huh, Abel?
I hope you're teaching them a valuable lesson. Don't bet you, daddies.
I ain't never scared of you, Daddy, bet.
Oh, God.
Here comes Buckmaster and talking about how he got me with his nitrous.
Oh, no. Hey, what happened there? Because it did look like you got mile an hour by a nitrous car.
I don't like to make excuses, but I did have an issue. So
Turbo problems?
CO2 bullshit.
Turbo.
It'd be that way, kind of like when your bottle pressure ain't up where it should be. It was nobody's fault but myself. I should have caught it before then. But that's why when I raced. Who did I race after that? Oh, Steve. I sat at the line after the burnout for 2 minutes and let it fill back up. It made boost on that pass. It knocked the tires off because we were messing with boost ramps trying to make boost. Well, then it made it. So.
Oh, is that why you was in the you was at you after you did your burnout? You were all like, I thought you was on like.
Nope.
Like,
I was just sitting there twiddling my fingers, watching my air pressure go back up.
I was like, man, this motherfucker's watching you porn or something.
Yeah.
Pornhub or something. Looking for baby mama number 4.
Just waiting on fucking air pressure to go.
I've got one question for Jason Rank because I seen it all weekend and we kind of talked about it, but let's let the fans answer let's let the fans know. How was it running 5 cars this weekend?
Fuck that. I'll never bring 5 cars to a race again in my life. I didn't even get to say hi to anybody. We were running around like chicken on the head cut off.
You got to say hi to that security guy.
Yeah. Go get show him your bike. Go get your bike. Go get your bike. I'm coming. Oh man. All right, guys. I got kids running around everywhere.
All right, man. We love you, brother. Take care.
I changed this name and it's gonna log me in.
Oh boy.
As Trey is my daddy again. All right, guys. I'll see you.
Hey, see ya.
Bye.
Trey muted himself.
Thank God.
Himself. Oh, there he goes.
Hey, am I the only one getting like static from someone?
How about now?
No,
I think it's Trey. I think it's Trayman's tuning and suspension has got.
Yeah, he just cut that piece shit ass phone off.
It's that iPhone live.
Hey, Trey did out 15-foot me in my boots. I chased Tom Gunner. He was standing behind your car, and I said, "Come on, let's go." But at that point, I couldn't even hardly walk anyhow. But had to get the legs some exercise. I ran behind Tom, and he ran behind you, and he got me fucking bad.
Man, I was wondering who the 2 random people was that was running behind the car that was getting womped on. It was weird to me. I was like, I saw the video. I said, "Oh man, that's terrible," because they should have stopped running like about 10 feet into the pass,
my legs were moving, so until they stopped, they were dead tired. So when the boots quit carrying forward momentum, I stopped. But that's
too much wheel speed.
Yeah. But y'all are both badass DFW guys. I've known y'all for years. I told Trey, I said, "Come on, these are both local guys. Let's go." And I damn near ran out of my boots the first 3 steps.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
So did you enjoy the event? What did you think overall on everything that went down?
I had a blast. I really did. Like I said, I fucking hate getting up early. And the simple fact that I woke up first thing in the morning to be there for the early drivers meeting and that didn't happen, I didn't like that. But besides that, I mean, I had a blast. It was a good time. It was badass cars. There was a lot of cars. The competition was there. There was tough people to race against, new people that you don't normally get to race against. It was a great time. It was a great event, I mean, it was honestly probably the smoothest event that I've been to of like that caliber. Because normally, that's what I was telling someone. Once the racing got going, it stayed going. Like we were fortunate we didn't have no really wrecks and no oil downs and none of that. So it was just nonstop racing for fucking 24 hours. Fuck.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And the staff was on it. If there was drips or whatever, they were pretty on it pretty quick.
Yeah,
I keep an eye on it too, but they were out there right behind me looking.
For sure. So it was a great event. We had a blast.
Yeah, Zach, that's Stephen. You should know. You should know who he is.
No one.
He has that black fox from Kansas City.
The King Cobra?
Yeah.
Yep. So
the one coach kept saying from Texas because he had a red, white, and blue parachute. So like the first 3 times he made his passes, coach is like, "Texas versus who other?" And we're like, "No, he's from Kansas."
Yeah.
And then I talked to him.
Sorry, Eric. Not everything's up to your standards. You're the best at what you do, but pretty much, yeah, they were pretty much on top of it. They didn't walk down 660 feet and then walk back like you do. Sorry.
Was there really an oil down? Because I don't remember it.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
there was one. That wasn't too bad though. They got it up and got it taken care of.
some guy
Yeah, I must
had
have
a
missed
catch
it. Like,
can. He had a hole in the fitting in his catch can, and he said he moved it to his inside of his car. He said, "Well, if it does it again, it's just going to do it inside my car."
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, they were pretty much on point all weekend. I know they were on it, and I know about the second night, boy. This old boy was whipped. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't go Friday. I went Thursday, and I said, if y'all want me here at fucking first thing in the morning Saturday, my bitch ass gotta go home. I ain't even go Friday. I ain't got it in me.
I was there from Wednesday from Thursday morning or Thursday, whatever time it was, till basically we got done Sunday.
Yeah.
My plan was to start running the end of the first round at 10 o'clock. But at 10 o'clock, most of the staff hadn't even woke up yet, as in the yellow belly. There was still water on the track from it raining. I ain't going to lie. I didn't go to bed till like 6 o'clock that night after doing everything and handling everything. So I wasn't mad at starting around noon. I needed it myself.
And the track needed it too.
I could have probably slept till 10 instead of getting up at fucking 6. That shit sucked.
Hold on, is it raining on here? Or is it tears hitting the screen?
Tears.
Okay, I forgot. You need your beauty sleep. You need more time with Trey.
You're lucky. Barrett's wife ain't on here. She'd be on there calling me princess.
Oh boy,
I'm trying to get shit my way.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna call you Usher now. Everything's your way.
Hey, y'all call me whatever. As long as I get paid at the end of the night, I don't fucking care.
Oh boy.
Tell that little bitch don't he got a Carter wreck?
Oh wow.
I bet he don't comment no more. We should be good from him.
He's done. He gone. Hashtag that.
But big shout out to Chris. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What's next for you, Stephen?
Man, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I know there's a race this weekend that I'm not going to be. I know there's a race this weekend, but I'm going to be out of town with Mikey, so I won't be here this weekend. And I really don't know what's the. Hey, I wish I could say I was lying because that's the God honest truth. That motherfucker was up at like 6 loading everything.
Oh shit.
Yeah. What's coming up?
Shit. Oh shit. If I know. Maybe some streets here. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. Whatever comes up, y'all know. I'll race whatever. I'll race every weekend if I can. I love it. Tell that motherfucker he can wreck his work van all he wants. My shit.
Did you get your mirror fixed?
Yeah, actually, Tyler got me a mirror. He done got me one from one of the places he works at. So yeah, I got a mirror already. That wasn't that bad. I'll tell you this: you don't realize how much you use a mirror until you fucking get one ripped off and you're towing a trailer. Yeah, that was terrible.
Hey, did y'all see what happened to Shop Truck leaving there Saturday night?
Yeah,
we heard. We didn't see. Did they post anything yet?
Yeah, they posted it, and they even sent me some pictures. It was pretty bad. Somebody T-boned them, knocked the truck off knocked the trailer off the truck. Everything ended up in the ditch. But the Shop Truck, he's got something. His license plate's pretty cool. It's something about Jesus, and that truck being knocked off the trailer ended up completely away from it in the ditch. That truck never moved inside that trailer. The race truck. Not one scratch. It didn't move an inch. It's in good condition. But the trailer's screwed. The truck's screwed. All of that's. But the people that hit them had insurance, so it's all taken care of.
Well, that's good.
Hopefully, you know how that goes.
Did the guys, the Quiet Ride or whatever that Maroon Nova, did they make it back? Because I heard their truck broke down or something on them on the way here.
we're still working on that. I got boosted to actually. I don't know if he's done it yet. I'm back at the shop today, but I got a hold of Boosted. Boosted was going to go to the track, pick up his trailer and car and everything, and take it to his house until Cody got everything situated.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. All right.
You know how racers are. We all stick together, and everybody's family. I told him whatever we need to do. I even offered to send a truck to Childress to go get him to make sure they were here to race. You know, hell, you drive from Utah and you make it 3 hours away, you might as well just keep coming, Bubba.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So,
You got any sponsors or anybody you want to give a shout out to?
oh yeah, you know, like I said, I gotta start with my engine builder, Morgan Sun Racing Engines. You know, they've been with me for many years. Nitrous Express, you know, they've been with me forever. You know, supplying me with all my nitrous stuff to go against all these fucking turbo cars with their 179 mile an hour they have. Sticky Pickle, although I didn't get to use it, you know, they've been supporting me, and I'm sure that's why the track was so good from all the years of Sticky Pickle being burnt into that track, because the track was killer. It really was. For a track that had no prep whatsoever, that was it. Ashburn and Fisher Construction, they've been with me, and if you need a metal building shop, you know, give them a shout. Oh, there you go. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they're Sticky Pickle, man, they're not gonna like you. They're gonna want you to burn that shirt. I already know they are super against that.
Hey, you know, Gary Stowe's good people. You know, Memory Loss Racing. You know, he sells Sticky Pickle. To me, they're both good products. I like Sticky Pickle because it's made here local. And you know, I'm all about supporting locals. You know, but I had to give somebody else a chance, so I didn't even really contact them on this event because I hate beating on the same door saying, "Hey, you want to sponsor me? Hey, you want to sponsor me?" So, you know, I even irritated them a little bit whenever I reached out to a bunch of different people and was like, "Hey, do y'all want to get in on this?" And they're no. And Gary was like, "Dude, let's do this." But I knew it was a water burnout only. So you were pretty much just being a sponsor. You wasn't going there and you wasn't going to sell 50 gallons of prep to these guys to race. So, you know, it was a little different. But Sticky Pickle, they've stuck behind me since day one. Hell, they're pretty much my neighbors. Good people. Shawnee and Michael Haggard. Heck, my kids go to school with their kids, and they good people. But at the same time, man, I like all of y'all. If you send me a roofing hat or whatever, a Stefan hat, I'd be in here sponsored. You know,
For sure.
whatever.
That's what it's about. Everyone supporting. So, also, I got I'd honestly get kicked onto the couch if I didn't give my wife a shout out. You know, she's the one who really lets me run wild and lets me race and fucking takes care of everything. And she's working while I'm out having fucking fun. It's honestly not fair on her. But so I need to give her and Mend Barbershop if you're in Fort Worth and you need haircuts. Matter of fact, we actually got something very special coming up for Men Barbershop in the next May. We ain't allowed to say nothing until May, but it's something super cool. Split performance. If you have like a 4L80 transmission, shit like that, they're the guys. If you got a Tuquachi truck, take it to them. They're the Tuquachi men. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think we're muted or something happened here.
I said your beard looks on point.
Oh, yes.
No. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to come see her. Y'all keep talking about her and everything. And the last lady I used, I almost cut the whole beard off. I'm gonna have to come see her and get her to clean this up, man.
yeah, no, she does a bunch of the beards on, especially the big beard, shaping them and not taking too much and not fucking them up. I keep telling Limpy he got one. All he got to do is come through, get a good straight blade. I don't know if he's ever had a straight blade on that big old noggin of his, but it feels good.
Yeah. I love get my head shaved.
Yeah.
Love 'em to
So
get
y'all come on through. I got y'all.
All right. All right. Well, congrats on your win.
Thank you. Next
And,
time, if there is a next time this year, I'm gonna be better. I don't feel that great today, and I ain't gonna lie, I do not feel that good.
Did you feel lucky?
I definitely feel lucky for sure. I feel lucky every morning I wake up. So
Yeah. Amen.
thank y'all.
All right. Well, I'll have to go. I have to make an appointment. Go by there and see her.
Yeah, let me know.
I will. All right. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. Thank you for having me.
Later, man. All right. We got Mr. Easy.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, that's my boy SoCal Sleazy right there.
That's
What's up,
Ryan.
y'all?
That's the Firebird killer right there. Oh. So, what did you? I know y'all made the trip. What did you think about the whole place out there?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right,
So,
cool.
what did you think about the place out there?
What was that?
So, what did you think about the place out there?
I can't even really hear. Hold on.
What did you
Give me
think
a
about?
second.
What did you think about the gut?
It's super sick. I definitely go back anytime. The vibe out there is crazy, for sure. That's my type of racing. That's kind of like the closest to street at a track you can get.
Facts.
Besides the surface. The surface was so good.
You almost had to have radios out there.
Wait, turn yours up so I can hear them because I can't even hear them on mine.
Almost had to have radios out there.
All right, go ahead. I can hear y'all, I think.
Said you almost had to have radios out there.
Oh, that shit's so late.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't hear y'all.
Yep. That's something, Dan. You got earbuds or you got AirPods?
Yeah, I'm still driving too. I can't even.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Barely. Let me try to plug in my phone to the truck. You there?
Yeah, got me.
Nah, that ain't gonna work.
You got any earbuds or anything like that? You got earbuds?
Yeah, I'm in the truck and I don't even got no headphones or none of that.
So, what do you think about taking out the entire field a smaller tire this weekend?
No sound.
No sound. No sound at all. No sound at all. Check, check, check. Oh, Ernie. Oh. Check, check, check.
I can hear you. I can hear you lightly.
Lightly. What do you think about taking out the entire field of the smaller tire this weekend?
Small tire and smaller tire?
I said, what do you think about beating everybody? What do you think about being the winner?
I mean, it came as a surprise, honestly. Like during the day on Saturday, we were fighting the car the whole time. We changed a bunch of shit. We changed tire pressure, boost, CO2 pressure, everything. Nothing was working. And my fucking tuner went and did some shit, didn't even tell me until last minute I was about to race. And he goes, yo, I did something. It might work and it might not work. And I was like, fuck it, let's send it and see what it does. And fucking worked. Did a solid pass.
And you were pretty much on the light all weekend too, like you normally are, like you figured out my headlamp.
Yeah. I was definitely on that light. Definitely. I mean, I don't know what car it was. I don't even know. I don't know how many cars did I get Casey by?
I'm not sure. That was the finals, wasn't it? Two
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
He said. Dan says 2 cars.
I mean, I think if I wasn't on the light like that, I think he probably would have came around me.
Yeah, he might have big blocked you.
Because
He might have
at the
big
end,
blocked
he
you.
was fucking right there. Like I came through the line and he was right next to me, so I was like, fuck. So yeah, that light was key.
Now,
Honestly,
Phil, how
I
do you?
pulled up to the line thinking like, all right, fuck, this motherfucker's gonna get me so bad right now. But I was so surprised when I got to the end. I was like, god damn.
Yeah, the competition in smaller tire was pretty stacked.
Yeah, definitely. Because it was like small tire and smaller tire was all the same people, you know.
Yeah. Did you
And the
double
outlaw,
enter?
like a bunch of the outlaw dudes were doing smaller and small.
Yeah. Did you double enter?
Yeah, on small tire, I bought back in.
And you were in True Street too, weren't you? You're in True Street?
No, I didn't have I don't have registration or insurance right now, or else I would have.
I got you.
Yeah, because mine's all glass, all steel, everything.
Yeah, because I know it's a True Street car.
Yeah, definitely.
There you
go. On Tuesday, we were like, fuck, me and my buddy were like, should we go or chill or what? And I was like, man, I ain't never been there. I was like, fuck it, let's go. So we packed up, loaded up everything Wednesday. What we leave? Wednesday night?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. And we were like, fuck it, let's run it. I've never even fucking drove that far. That was a mission. We're still driving. So yesterday we fucking slept till like 12, woke up, went to XRP, made some passes, didn't leave there until 12 a.m. Started driving home. We're still driving. I only got like 2 hours of sleep.
How long was the drive is it? How long was the drive is it for y'all to come out there?
It's about 19 hours.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah. But we're like 2 hours out from the house now.
Yeah. So what did you have fun though? And was it?
I had a blast. I'll definitely go back whenever. Y'all let me know when the next one is, and I'll be there.
Anything we could do different? You think?
I mean, no. I mean, it was just a lot of time in between rounds and all that, you know. But
a lot of the double entering and stuff.
Everything went smooth.
Yeah, a lot of the double entering kind of hindered that.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I'm good with that. I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah. Oh, they're talking about your pit vehicle.
The pit.
Brought the Lambo out.
Oh yeah, I brought that out to drive around and go to the city, maybe go to the gentleman's club.
That's mine.
A couple other things,
That's my people right there. The gentleman's establishment.
Yeah, establishment. Yeah.
Well, do you got any sponsors? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Buddies to help you out?
I mean, just my builders and JBK Performance always has the car right, and my other builder, RS Performance. They both do pretty much the same thing, whatever they can help with and do. And Tom, my fucking tuner, that guy had some shit up his sleeve. He didn't figure it out until we were in like almost semis, but he got it right, and we made good passes and did what we had to do.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do y'all got going on out west? Y'all got anything that is gonna be popping out there?
There's some in Arizona on the 14th, 15th, I think, and then Sacramento on the 24th and 25th, or 25th and 26th, maybe. Should be good. You
Yeah.
should come out to that.
Yeah, I know.
The one in Sacramento should be super dope.
I know Nate said he's teaming up with Bodie, and they're doing something. I can't remember when it is. I got it on my calendar. He wants me out there.
Yeah, Bodie's cool as hell.
I think it's in July. Can y'all race out there in Compton anymore, or is it still hot?
I wish. Oh damn, that shit got paused.
Oh boy. I highly suggest anybody's never been to Compton out there. It's legit. It's legit. Shutdown, Showdown in Phoenix. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, one of these days I'll make it out there, and that's one of them bucket list places. After seeing you go out there to Compton, there's a few places I've seen you been. I'm like, oh, that's on the list now.
Yeah, that's legit, man. I had butterflies in my stomach and everything. Wonder who else? Did you talk to Brent?
Yes, we're going to try to bring him on last. He's still in the field on his tractor. You know, Brent, that's a farming son of a gun. He's trying to beat the rain. So let's bring on Eric and Ryan Mitchell.
All right, let's see here. I'm trying to get my stuff. My stuff froze up here. All right. Oh boy, there it is. Now am I sending it to? I guess I've sent it to Eric and Amber. Maybe not. Oh, I got my cap locks on. That's the problem. Oh boy, what the hell's wrong with this shit? I'll do this. So what? Oh, there we go. Bring him on.
There's baby daddy.
Hello.
What's wrong with this?
It's all knotted.
Amber. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I thought it was Eric and Amber, but it's Amber and Eric.
Yeah, it's Amber and Eric.
Yeah. All right, so I sent him. So, Mr. We did set a record this weekend for the first time in history of one person racing another person as many times as they did in one event.
No joke.
How many times was it? 5 or 7 times that you raced, Nate?
I think it was 4. I think Mamba twice and Pony twice.
Are you sure?
It felt like more. It may have been Mamba 3 times. I lost track.
Man.
You know the crazy part about that is anybody that pulls up to race Ryan Mitchell, you throw that moon tune in it because you don't just send the we may make a pass tune. You send the Hail Mary tune to racing. And it's the same with Callie Nate. You race Callie Nate and you send it. You give it everything. So for y'all to run each other that many times is insane.
It was crazy. But, I mean, you got to take it one race at a time. And I messed up on one of them, and he messed up on one of them, and then I think he swung for it pretty hard on a couple of them, and it was a good time. It was good back and forth.
Yeah, the fans, they really got their money. Not very often will you ever see Callie, Nate, and Ryan run each other. That ain't, on the streets where it's, it's private stuff. So to be able to see them run 4 times at one event, whoo!
They said
5.
5 times.
5 times.
I was wondering if it was more than that at the end of the day.
It must
I
have
thought
been
it was
about
like
3.
7 or so.
If I would have known y'all were running 5 times a piece, I would have charged more at the gate.
Oh, don't get into that.
Oh,
So, how was getting a car back together in a short amount of time? How was how much sleep did you get the last 2 weeks?
Well, the first week we kind of made the schedule light at the shop, so we tried to get some hours into it. But we only got maybe 3 or 4 hours in the normal day shift on the car, then the rest of it was all at night. And we were up at the shop till midnight or 1 o'clock almost every night. And then I was back up at 6 o'clock the next day to go back to work and put in my 10 and then back on the car.
Yeah.
It was tough. I was pretty faded this weekend. Because as we got closer, sleep got less and less. So I was like, we're gonna make it.
Did I know you put the big block back in? At least it sounded like a big block to me. But with everything new on it, did you have to change a bunch of stuff up just to get everything lined back up, or was it pretty much plug and play?
We had to redo the axle ends on the housing. We had to put new axles in it. We had to do new door jambs. We had to do new quarters and skins. We did new front K-member, front A-arms, steering rack, bump steer kit. Whole front end was different. We truly learned how bad the front and frame rails were bent on the car as we started shooting lasers everywhere and started trying to line stuff up and squaring things up. And it's like, this car has been cattywampus for a minute, pretty bad. Obviously, we've had some steering issues with it. And this weekend it was a lot better. There were some crazy rides we had on the big end this weekend, but it overall did a lot better. I think it could have been. It was pretty out of whack before, but it was a lot of parts. We took everything off the car. We thought the transmission was going to stay on there. Yeah, you swung for it. You got it, man. I was definitely sleeping on the light. I was like, man, I don't want to jump. I'm just going to take it easy. And you were gone. I was like, bye.
Okay, gone.
He was gone and hooked up that time and did a nice little wheelie and was out of my life. We ended up having to take transmission out of it too because I messed up and forgot some converter spacing notes. So we took off pretty much every bolt on the whole car.
Speaking of converter, was you getting an ass chewing at the end of the night from your converter?
The torque converter?
Yeah.
No.
So many finals and back-to-back runs.
That 400 runs so cool. Every pass you can just put your hand on the converter or on the transmission afterwards. The converter's not too much hotter, but it really doesn't get hot. We don't even use a secondary cooling circuit anymore to cool it down between rounds, or a fan. It just doesn't make any heat.
You made like 6 passes within what, an hour?
An hour, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Your converter was like.
That's testing. That's testing for us. That's how usually how many passes to try to make when we're testing. It's 5 passes an hour, so 6 isn't too out of the question.
And technically, this weekend was testing. To be fair.
Yeah, sorting it out. So our first pass was pretty cattywampus, but we started getting it figured out.
I ain't gonna lie. When you sent me them pictures Wednesday, that car was completely ripped apart.
Yeah,
I'm
like, not much there.
I asked you, I was like, hey, brother, how's it going? And you answered with a picture. And I'm like, fuck, well, Ryan Mitchell ain't going to make it.
That was my progress, confidence picture. We were that close to me. I knew how close we were.
Well, on my end, it didn't look so promising, but I wasn't going to tell you that. I'm like, so it's coming back together. It's looking good. And then whenever I woke up Friday morning and I seen the picture, or just a quick video of it pulling back into the parking lot, I'm like, son of a bitch! Look at these guys, man. And I ain't gonna lie. I was like, well, he has, it's pretty much a new car now. He don't have no data. He don't, he, it's all new. So, and he made a 60-foot hit in the rain. So he's going to come in and buy in, and yeah, if he buys in a couple classes, maybe he can do something. But damn, man, you went to the finals in all 3 small tire classes. Like, that's unheard of. That car was totaled 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And between you and Eric, man, y'all are like family to me. Y'all have always had my back and stood behind me and come to my events no matter what. And it's unbelievable to watch y'all two as a team with your whole crew together. But just to see y'all do y'all's thing, and then when you got sideways, Eric hit his knees and like, oh dude, I had to come give him a big hug because you had your shootout when you crossed the finish line sideways. So, it straightened it back up, thank God. But you scared the shit out of him. And hell, all of us were like, well, but in my head, I'm like, hell, give it 2 more weeks. He'll have it fixed again. He'll be all right.
That
No,
was a little stressful.
if we did it again, we'd have to hang it up for a minute.
I bet.
We put a lot on hold to try to get it done. So wife held down the home for it like a boss and gave me the opportunity to work at the shop and get the car done. And with Eric's help and Tyler's help and Casey Max guys' help and everybody getting input from everywhere, and like that was the only reason why we got back together, was just there was a lot of help, a lot of assistance.
Yeah, the D&J transmission, the guy, how quickly was he up there with that chassis?
Yeah,
And that, of course, that's how we learned the Camaro fenders wouldn't work. But he was on it.
Russell Foreman and David, they ran up a shell for us to get some sheet metal off of because we tore up so much. And then I had another car that we had stolen floor pans from before and stuff, and had to use parts of it, and it was pretty extensive. It was a lot of cars. There was a lot of pieces that we had sitting around the shop in storage. Had to bust out and dust off.
How scary? How I know you were moving around up top as the night progressed. Could you really feel it up top, or was you just like a normal?
I think we could feel it. I mean, it was moving and bouncing a little bit, and drive shaft speed was shooting up because you come off one of those jumps, especially in the left lane, and the tire would buzz to the moon, and it would make it get a little wild. The worst one I think was against Todd. It had a pretty big swing to it. And I ripped my brand new steering wheel. We got a nice MPI wheel from Mel Hamilton Ford, and I had to put my thumb through the braiding on it, trying to hold the wheel tight enough and turn the car back to the right.
Was there any point that you thought that, oh shit?
Yeah, I looked at that new barrier on the left-hand side, and I was like, it looks a little rough over there. But
Nate can tell you about it. He was on it.
Yeah,
Thursday night he was on it. He was all over it Thursday night.
He liked it. I thought he hit it.
I mean, the Nate and I, when we ran, when I ran the pony the first time, we had kind of a wild shutdown. I had a little waggle in the shutdown. He was right next to me, so he had to kind of move away from me. Then he got in front of me, and he was wagging all over the place. So we were just both out there just swaying back and forth on the big end. But I mean, it's bumpy and it's crowned pretty bad up there, and it's not the cleanest thing, and you just trying to stop as safely as you can. But I mean, it's rough. It's a party.
Yeah. Were the lanes pretty equal?
I felt that the left lane had more bumps, but I felt the left, or like up top, I felt like the left lane had more teeth early, and in the mid range, and then the oil down happened, and that made it a little worse for a minute, and then it seemed to come back pretty well, and then near the end of the night, the right lane turned into a monster.
I did not realize that until we were standing there.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we didn't get to see it for 4 laps. And then, when we were doing the pictures later on, the right lane was probably 20, 30% better, especially early on.
It turned out to be if you'd had radials, it'd been pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, overall, I don't think the lanes were that bad apart. I mean, maybe half a tenth.
I know you've been there before and stuff. From the last time you were there to now, that they've improved quite a bit.
I know. I was talking to Ronnie, and I was like, you almost kind of took away some of the magic here by fixing the staging lanes.
Yeah.
I was like, but it's making it into a nice facility.
It's still hood, but it's a lot
definitely
better
still hood.
The people make it hood.
But the funny thing is, it gets crowded, but it's not horrible, and that's the great thing about it.
And that's why
you'd lose the luster if they weren't, except for like the donuts underneath that awning and that one. I mean, that gets a little rowdy, but
it's nice having the halftime shows.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why
right across from us.
That's why Dan and them went up on the price the next day to maybe it would calm down some of the people that was down there in the pits, in the staging lanes, and wouldn't get out of the way.
Which it did help for sure, because of the first night, or Friday night, we were just making laps. Or people were making laps just to make laps, it seemed like, because we could hardly get back to the pits at all. Yeah. And then Saturday, it wasn't nearly as bad. It was a lot more controlled. The starting line was a lot more controlled. It made it a lot safer for us to get into the groove and get the burnouts done. I think so. Somebody wants some attention.
Hey, boy.
There you go.
Yeah, even trying to get it back with the golf cart was still kind of a pain.
There you go.
Right. But, it's an experience. I've talked to a lot of people about it since we went this weekend. And I tell everybody, it's good to go. Just don't go alone. Yeah. Bring friends. Have fun.
Yeah, it's still a good time no matter what. What was the? I know. God dang, forgot his name. With the truck.
Ronnie?
Cantu.
Okay. Oh yeah, Cantu. Yep.
Cantu. He was making some passes. I don't think he never used his chute except for when he in the finals when he got a little squirrely and he ended up crossing. But I think y'all are both on a fucking ride on that on that pass on them passes.
Yeah, I didn't even know he got close to the center line because he said it was around the 500-foot mark that he felt like he drifted over, and I was kind of getting crossed up at the point, but I was behind, and I was like, well, it was a good shot while we tried. Like, at least we made finals, and then I went back to the pits, and Megan was kind of consoling me a little bit because I felt beat up pretty good. And then I hear a big yell, "He crossed!" And I'm like, "What?" Like, no, he didn't.
Hey, the word on the street there is he's heard that you're the big end guy, that everybody talks about how you're out in front for a minute and all of a sudden, you're 550 foot, you're out in front, and then all of a sudden here comes Ryan Mitchell flying past you. You know what? We'll have to ask him whenever he comes on, but the word on the street was he turned to look to see if you were there, and that's whenever he crossed. I don't know that for a fact. We'd have to ask him that, but that's the word on the streets, is because he was going straight out as an arrow. It was like he was shot out of a gun all night long.
He was deadly. He was consistent. He was so consistent all night long that I was like, I told a lot of people, I was like, he's the guy to beat. I was like, Todd's car's looking smooth and quick. I was like, Todd may be like up there to be, number one, but I was like, Jason, like, he's flying. Like, he was no drama, no trouble, just on rails, getting pulled right down the track like it wasn't a problem at all. And I was like, that guy's gonna be the class winner and everything he's in.
Yeah, his moonshine was great.
Yeah, they let Moonshine put big tires on it. They said they want to run you at his best, and he put big tires on it, and it still didn't matter. But all weekend long, he was making some decent passes, and then for some reason, I don't know. It seemed like y'all both were pretty much. I guess when he went over, I seen you go over, so I thought that it was. I didn't know how close you were, but I went down there and I looked like he crossed me, and I was like, I need to
I
go
know,
down there
buddy.
and look. And sure enough, he had about half a tire over. It was about half a tire over the center, his center line.
It was surprising.
Yeah, but it was
I mean,
it was it was y'all were both rolling now. I'm talking rolling.
What was our last shot at the race? And I was like, well, just add 5 across the board and see if it'll go.
two
Yeah.
tears in a bucket.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, what do y'all think? I know y'all been to a lot of events and stuff. What y'all's input? What can we do better here?
I think it went pretty well. I
Be
mean,
honest.
for as many cars and as much, I would say as craziness as the hood track is, it went pretty darn well. You had a lot of classes, a lot of running around. I mean, there's only so much that you can do in trying to get everybody turned around, and even us running 3 made everything different. I would say our own level of difficulty because it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like you're running 3 classes, you're going to run into problems, but that's our problems for making that decision. But for the most part, I mean, the problems that really we saw was mostly the problems with just parking and things like that, which is just something that track has always had to deal with, and they've been trying to make improvements on. That was probably my biggest thing. Most of the little issues I saw was what the track's been working on, and they're still working on.
Yeah.
But I feel like you created one that they're going to want this race to happen again, 100%.
I feel event wise, I mean, it went about as smooth as street races do, just a lot less cops. I mean, there's still cops, but there's less. They weren't interfering with our business. But for the track, I would say spectator parking control is pretty tough because it was near impossible to get quickly back from the track surface back to the pit. I mean, yeah, we were running it pretty close every round, but it's so there's not much room for 2 cars to go by each other everywhere on that track or in the pits, so it gets kind of tight.
Yeah.
I mean, the pits were blocked a couple times. We had to move people out of the way several times, but I mean, I know that there's a lot of staff there doing the best they could do, and we had some teammates running around trying to help move cones and get us in and out of places. So it all worked out. But I mean, overall, as far as organization goes and everything else, I mean, it was pretty smooth. I know Dan had a lot he was dealing with between rounds and before the drivers' meetings and afterwards. So it was that's the only thing I think you could do is have drivers meet a little quicker after the rounds. Could have saved a little bit of time. I mean, appreciate the food breaks. But I mean, really, it went about as well as I think anybody would expect it to go. I mean, it was done.
Yeah.
It was chaotic and completed.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is it completed, even with the rain out and moving most of Friday's event to Saturday.
Yeah, we got about halfway done Friday night because we were just planning on doing first round, but I think we got almost halfway done with the first round, and then it goes from 10% to fucking. Here
100.
we go. Here we go.
Wet.
I'll call him Weatherman Dan from now until forever, but like there's nothing you can do about it. There's not a darn thing. I stared at the weather, was like 10%. Who cares about 10%? And it rained for 3 hours and it poured. Like
Yeah.
you can't. There's nothing you can do about that. People can be mad, and all they want. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Just I looked at the radar once when we felt sprinkles the first time we went down the track, and I was like, look at radar. It's like, it's on the other side of Dallas. It should be okay. It's not really going this way. It just probably got some carryover. And then by the time we went back up for our second class, it started raining. I was like, I looked at the radar and I was like, we're done. We are screwed. So we try to get back to the trailer and get loaded as fast as possible.
Yeah. Where are you going to be at this weekend?
KID for Wichita's season opener, no prep on Sunday.
I got you.
And shout out to Megan for having to, staying as much as she could on the starting line and having to deal with Logan since he wasn't feeling too good towards the end of the day. And she was a trooper throughout the whole time.
Yep. I had Megan's back when she came to me with her problem. I had that meeting Friday night, with the actual owners and was like, "Hey, this is how it's going to be. Get over it." They tried
And
to even
Logan's been
say,
to more races than most of the people that were there.
that's what I told him. I was like, that kid was probably conceived in that race car, probably born in that race car. That's his race car. You may just want to watch out what you're saying because that us. And then I told him, I said, hey, I said, and on top of that, that's Lippy's grandbaby. So you may just let's not bring him up anymore. And then Saturday when something was said, I walked over, grabbed my walkie-talkie, and hit up a few people, and I'm like, "Hey, she's at it again." And as y'all seen, nothing was mentioned again out of it, because that's just somebody else that's there. And at the end of the day, she is just looking out for the safety of the kiddos. So, I can understand it, but she don't know what's going on or anything like that. So,
I think preparation is key in that scenario. And
yep,
now you know. You know what I mean?
yep.
It's one of those areas.
Yep.
So,
And the crazies that they deal with 3 or 4
oh yeah.
times. So when they see a baby coming out on the track, they're like, "Oh shit." So, but they're not used to us. Like, everybody told me, I ain't gonna lie, some really big names were like, "Dude, I give you props, but you're about to get your ass killed. There's no way you're going to put on a good big event at that track. It's not possible. There's going to be too much madness. There's going to be too much crazy. It's not going to happen." And all in all, I think it turned out as best as it could for it being my first track event. It's just it is what it is. I think the race gods were with us, and they kind of shined down on me after the last couple of street events that's kicked my ass.
Yeah.
I think it went really well. I mean, lots of classes, lots of people, a lot of double entries. I mean, it went well.
And triple entries
Yeah.
and
I
quadruple
told Ryan we got to
entries.
figure out how to put a truck bed on it.
Yeah. Get a truck
So,
class.
how much money did you? You ain't got it. You can tell me to go fuck off if you want, but y'all took home a lot of money this weekend.
I'd wager to say we probably took home the most.
Yeah, I'm about. Well, I know you did because I handed you the most. You fucking.
It weighed the most.
So that was awesome, man, and y'all really deserved it. Whenever I said we're bringing Ryan on, I was like, man, we're bringing on Eric too because I know how much that man helps you, and I ain't ever. I know he
In the whole
misses a
event.
few.
In the whole event and the track, and telling
Yeah.
track people how to do their jobs, and how to keep people off the lanes, and how
Yeah.
to tell go karts they can go on things other than the surface.
I have my moments. I apologize. But I freaked out on the golf cart. I was like, "Come on, man!" I was like, "Look at that shit!" But then the track guy that was in our pits, Bill, who's super cool dude. I feel like he's been out to some of the other stuff. I know him from other shit. And he was like, he kind of tore into him too. He's like, "Bro, look at the golf cart. Use your head." And it's like, and he completely understood. In the same way, it's like, man, give me a mop, I'll clean it up. But the funny thing is that they creep up on the line, but they don't move forward. They don't run out on the starting line, or they don't run out on the surface. That part's really nice. Like, they're controlled to a point, which is great. It's honestly, it reminds me of the pad.
Yeah. And then once we started getting into the big money races, I started moving people farther, and I had a little meeting with the security team, and I'm like, look, this next round coming up, nobody past the barrels, not on the sides. The media is going to be out front. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's God himself. Nobody's to be past these barrels. I said, we're about to be racing for a lot of money. I said, this is where shit gets real. And then after the quarterfinals, I moved them back a little bit more. And we moved it, to the point where I didn't want somebody spilling a drink in y'all's lanes. We already had that by the water box, the night, earlier in the night. It was like, look, this is where it matters the most. And, they killed it. They did everything we need. So, hats off to them.
So you guys,
Reply to Steezy, he got faster. I mean,
Yeah.
like, he was moving.
Steezy, I
watching
may
him
got
make
you.
passes.
I may got Steezy twice. Nate, I love you, but I got you more.
No,
I couldn't remember his name for nothing. I was like, Sleazy, and he's like, dude, it's Steezy, and I'm like,
I thought it was
oh,
CZ, like
My-
CEEZE. So I feel
my-
like a dick.
I think I put every name in my group chat on who we got every time because I kept forgetting. I was like the blue fox body, the nice one. I like the nice blue fox body.
The one from Cali. No, wait, they're all. Yeah, the only one that didn't come from Cali is Mamba.
Who did you
Hey.
not get from Cali? Actually, that's a question. Who did you not race from Cali? Because that 240 was from Cali too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The nitrous
Both,
one?
both of them. Both of them.
Both
I
of
didn't,
them.
I didn't race the second 240.
The newer one, the
And
2J one.
and the confused Jason Rank, he's kind of from Cali.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's Cali
He
adjacent.
says Cali's nuts in his mouth.
Megan, they heard you.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Welcome to the show.
Oh boy. Well, here we can bring this guy on too, right
Shots
here.
fired.
Look at this
Shots fired.
guy.
oh, there we go.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
That is the
So-
gangster truck ever.
Jason, was you looking left in the finals? That's what people were asking.
I was not. I need to move my shoot button, and I wanted to open up the chute, and I was nervous because I knew Casey was going to keep coming, and I had been clipping off early on all the passes. So I knew I only had one chute because the other chute, I have a problem with it where it tore, and it drops the pin, so I don't want the chute to open up on the run. And basically, that was all me. That was error on my part. I looked down at the steering wheel. When I looked down, I noticed I was going to him, and I tried to correct and it was too late. That was all my
Yeah.
fault.
I've seen a couple of your or maybe a majority of your passes. You never even pulled the chute.
I did on the Camaro just because they said they were going to drop the chute to my face. And then after that, I started
Ow.
clipping off early.
Wow.
Sometimes that's just it's safer just to go ahead and get them out there early, even if you don't have to have them.
My guy's always on the radio, and he was like, "You can lift." He's always telling me, and like on all the runs, we were lifting at 3.9 to 3.7 in the run, and I know Casey likes to backdoor it, and I was like, "Man, I'm going to stay in it a little longer." It was all my fault. I mean, I messed that one up. That was all on my part, but it is what it is.
You were on a pass. A pass.
It kept getting faster. I mean, it's a new transmission. We never ran it. That dump valve system and the new jet, the way they have it set up, the truck is just responding differently from what it used to do.
For the better.
It's gonna make it an even bigger killer.
It's leaving. And normally that's my weak spot is I can't leave, and I'm not even trying to go fast yet. So I didn't even expect to win the small tire, to be honest with you. I kind of offered some people, hey, give me back my entry fee. And the only reason why I was doing that is because I didn't think we would have enough time to get back in the lanes. But Dan kept his word. He's like, I'll give you 15 minutes. And he did. I mean, I can't take that from him. So every person I asked, they're like, no, I want to race you. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll race.
You do, but you do.
Yeah. So.
Hey, that truck was on a rail. From the moment you unloaded that truck and made your first hit, it was like you were shot out of a damn cannon. It was straight. Well, I don't know how it was from inside the car, but from the outside, from the starting line, it was just every time. And I'm about positive. I am positive. If you was leaving there at the tree, you would be holding that track record now. And it was set in 1997. His name's either Wade Berry or Barry Wade. And he ran a 4.56 out there on a big tire on a sticky track. So I'm about positive that you hit that record on a small tire on no prep. So congrats to that, man. Y'all were flying.
Everybody was flying this weekend.
That's
I don't
right.
think the fans knew what they were getting into. Like, they had no idea what the level of cars that were coming.
I was blown away. I liked it. I mean, I wouldn't mind going back. I don't have a problem going back. I mean, I had people help me get back to the pits. It was funny, man, on Friday when the rain came down. But other than that, I mean, I wouldn't mind going back. I just now I know what to expect. I'm a little bit more prepared for it.
Yeah.
Hey, whenever I said outlaw, you didn't really think I meant outlaw, did you?
Well, that doesn't scare me, but I was kind of thinking something like the parking, maybe like HMP. There are some other things I didn't, I was a little bit like freaked out about the parking, and then the shutdown is what scared me because it's not a smooth shutdown. It's got a little bit of bumps to it. So the first time I hit the brakes real hard and I could feel the truck just slam to the ground, I heard it hit. I was like, oh shit, I better not do this again. Yeah.
I know when you sent me that message and was like, hey, am I going to have parking? I said, I got you. And you called me when you got there and you're like, hey, did you save me a parking spot? Because I know you were at the gate looking forward and seeing the chaos. And I was like, yes. And that's whenever I sent my guy Steve with the 4-wheeler to come get you and to park you in the back where everybody else was going, towards the fence, where some of y'all with longer trucks and trailers, I've got to stretch y'all out across there. So that's the only issue. If you bring really big, long rigs, you got to park in the back a little long ways. But all in all, I think all the parking for the drivers turned out all right. Not too awful bad.
No, it was good. It was good. I got no complaints.
Ryan, do you want to go ahead and name your sponsors? I know you probably got family stuff to do.
Yeah, we'll get wrapped up. We had some really big help from Show Me Speed to get the car back together with new shocks and struts rebuild. And he's helping me out with some chassis tuning tips on the weekend. Try to figure out the bumps.
Hang on.
What?
Hang on. Time out. Are you telling me Casey Max needs tips from somebody in tuning?
I took some outside help to kind of get an outside perspective on what's been going on. So we just see if we can't get some of that 60-foot back. That's where I'm losing everything. So it's early.
Ryan's daily job is to put cars on the dyno and make power with them. And Wes at Show Me Speed took the shocks and put them on the dyno. And he showed the graph and went through all the data. So
That car
where it was neat to see.
That car will hook on wet grass. What are you talking about?
Well, it hooks in basketballs, so we got to make some adjustments.
I have stuck y'all on some of the shittiest surfaces in Texas, just out in the middle of fucking nowhere with sand on the ground, whatever. And y'all fucking, it's like, boom, there they go. Boom, there. Fuck, everybody burning the tires off. Here comes Ryan. Boom, there, solid A to B.
I don't want to be known as the backdoor man. I want to be known as the guy that just moved right on out. So.
I'll be the backdoor man.
I thought that was Trey Oliver, but I guess Lippy will take it.
So, but we've got Devil's Glue, our traction compound. Matchmeyer, always working on our motors, making sure they're tip top. D&J, David out there just went above and beyond with trying to help me get back out to racing as soon as possible. Gears Unlimited, they went through and got me a new set of axles in like 2 days. Mueller Performance, always helping out Valve Train. Baron Racing helped out with miscellaneous parts, ends, and odds and ends, get us out there. Jane and Granite, Neil Chance Converters, True Motorsports, T&D Machine Products, and the wife going above and beyond for the last couple of weeks, handling all the kids, all the house duties, just making sure everything was there and make sure I had everything I need to be successful over the last several weeks.
Aww, it's so sweet. I didn't have a choice.
Well, you had a car to rebuild in 2 weeks, so
and the shop to do.
Yeah, so. plus work,
a lot to do.
Plus all the other stuff. Well, congrats on your win. I know it's at this expense of this guy down here on the left, but that's part of it. Racing's racing sometime.
I'm just focused on the 3-time finalist. Yeah, one day. All the finals.
All right. Congrats on your win, guys.
See ya.
All right. Well, Jason, now that you've been there and the track, you were in both lanes, were they pretty equal?
I felt the right was better. I never got a chance to run the right lane. And when we did, I mean, it looked to be better.
Oh, yeah. You were in the left. You were in.
I was getting the left. Every chip was black that I was drawing. All the left lane.
Didn't you race the right lane? or didn't you
Yes,
get put
it
in
was.
one race?
Yeah, it was against Russell.
Yeah,
Against Russell Stone, we got the right lane, and then that's when I said, you know what? Let me try something, and it took it, and I was like, well, wait a minute, this lane's smoother. So that's why I chose it in the final, but it didn't work out. I mean, but I think that was all my fault.
yeah.
So I mean, like I told my guy was depressed. You know, my little crew guy, man, he's small, and I told him, hey, dude, you know, that was me. I messed that up for us.
Yeah,
So
he went down there because I looked like you crossed to me, so I wanted to go down there and double check, and yeah, you about half a tire over,
yeah,
and he seen it, and I was all like, man, here we are again,
yeah.
Jason with a cross, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna hear it, but
No, man, you walked it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see you're 100% fair. I see you do the light fair. I see it doesn't matter if it's me or if it's, you know, the normal guy or whoever it is. You run your race fair, square. So, like when he told me, I was like, well, the middle, or is it over the line, or is it the other line? I said, let me just ask that. But I mean, he showed it to me, and I said, well, it is what it is. I fucked it up. I mean, there's no choice around it.
yeah, they were saying that you were driving and looking, and that's what got it, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I don't think Jason would do that, but
To be honest with you, I don't. Um, I have lost a race like that. That, you know, I look over or I don't. I really don't. I used to always be behind, and I used to be able to see them in front of me, and I used to be able to hit the override button and pass them. This time, I mean, I'm always in front. It did have me nervous because I've been in front the whole time. But at the end of the day, I mean, I just said, fuck it, you know, I'm going to open the chutes, and we only pulled one pin on the left chute. And I think that was, you know, it was my mistake. That was my fault. So
did was you moving around a lot in the right lane up top? Because I know was you ever on the scramble?
no, I never ran a lot of boost. Like I said, I kept clipping off early, and no lie, I mean, every time, I think the longest I stayed in the throttle on one of the passes was 4.3 was the longest. I have not pulled the data on the finals. I loaded the truck up. I said, man, my trailer's full of mud. I was like, I'll get back home and I'll do it today. And the guy didn't show up that helps me, so I haven't even looked at it yet. I kind of don't want to look at it because I don't want to see what I did wrong, you know. But to be honest with you, I clipped off early every single time. When I run Brent and I ran Russell, I mean, I can hear, so I didn't hear him anymore, so I would clip off. You know, I was nervous about the shutdown area. There was one time where I kind of fishtailed on that curve a little bit. I almost drifted that thing coming in. I was coming in pretty fast.
Yeah.
But
So you
I don't
so
know
you
about the track
say
record. I mean, huh?
so you say you clicked it off at the 430. That had to been at like the 635-foot mark.
I don't know where I don't know where it's at. You know, that's why I went to your guy Lippy at the end, and I was like, man, I want to see the video because I mean, the computer, I see where my foot's coming off the throttle, but you know, I don't go off of that. I use the dragging. I wasn't, to my opinion, I wasn't as fast as what I think I should have been. I felt like we were down a mile an hour, but I just put a whole new transmission, and I don't have any data to verify against. So I just kept running. I mean, I kept being in front of everybody. So I just said, babe, it's working. Leave it alone and let's just keep going and going and going. And I'm not going to worry about it. You know, I just kept adding a degree of timing on the hit every single pass. And, you know, it just started getting faster. And then I got to a point where I said, man, we're nowhere near the curve, but I'm fast. Just leave it alone. And that's what I did. So again, I think it was just all just my fault on the way I drove in the final, you know.
Which
So
which that was probably for the best because on my end I noticed I'm always on the start line, so I watch what y'all do every single time, every single car. So when the sun went down, the track got fast.
yes,
But
it
then
did.
as the night progressed, it started cooling off more and it started going away. So I think you were better off staying there instead of keep turning it up to where you'd eventually blew the tires off or had an issue. Um, because it was slowly going away.
Oh,
It was going.
he didn't need to turn it down. He was ahead.
It was going away, but like when I see the dew, I know there's a limitation. But I've already tested, and like let's say that tune-up that I ran, I can go to a track that pulls 125. It'll go down. It won't knock the tire off. It'll go slow because it'll ride the curve the whole way on the traction control. But it worked. Like it was never even close to the curve. So I was like, man, it could take more. But I just left it alone, and I was like, well, maybe somebody will be next to me, and I'll turn it up. But it never came to that point. I think Brent was the only one that was at my door. I could see his front end at my door when we were running, and then I saw the top end video footage, and there was about Brent was at my bumper by the time we passed the finish line. So
Hey, that race there, y'all were both rolling.
yes, we were. But I just
I've heard some draggy numbers. I don't know if they're true because I just hear people talking. Nobody actually came to me, and I ain't going to speak draggy numbers.
I've heard them, and
I was like,
I've heard them, and that record is smashed.
Yeah, yeah. I heard him from the other side, and then you were out in front of him, so I was like, oh boy.
I heard them too, but like again, mine ain't working correctly because mine was slow. You know what I mean? Normally we're about 10 mile an hour faster than what that draggy was telling me. And again, I call my guy and I'm like on the phone with him. I'm on the phone with Kenny. I'm like, hey dude, what did I do wrong? Because this thing don't want to go. He's like, change the plugs, do this, do that. And we checked valve springs. We ran the valves, after the first round on Saturday, and I couldn't find out why we were so slow. I felt we were slow, but then I told him, dude, I'm in front of everybody. So I just said, you know what, if it doesn't misfire, if it doesn't break, just keep going and see how far we go. And it was going.
So are you saying them draggies actually do break? Because I hear a lot of slow guys, they're like, oh man, my draggies broke. It don't work. Let's say I'm running 620. I know I'm running 580s.
So I've gone to the track, and the ET on a paper is like 481. My draggy says we go 483. Mile an hour wise, like they'll be identical almost. Like it'll be 155, 155. There's just numbers I'm stating. So
right.
When I go race at any track that has a no time, or even when we do the street, I'll use the draggy. But if the draggy says I went 50, 450 or whatever, that I don't say that, okay, that's what I'm running. I just use that as a tool. If we make an adjustment, did I go faster or did I go slower? Now, what I do notice is every adjustment I did, my 60 foot was going faster and faster and faster every pass. That, yes. But, I was down a mile an hour, but then again, I go look at the laptop and 3.9, 4.0, my foot's off the throttle, so how do you, judge if, what it was or, what it could be. And I just said, man, I'm in front, and if they were close to me, cool. Like as long as I won, I didn't care. I just was trying to get the win. That's all that mattered to me. I don't go chasing numbers. I just go for the win, So
that's what it's got to be.
Yeah. And people coming to me, oh man, I went 450 and this, and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, man, in the streets the same way. I've had people tell me they run 430s, and then I'm thinking to myself, man, I just beat them. I know there's no way I went 430, So I'm like, okay, I just roll with it, I'm like, okay, good, congratulations, and I just leave it alone, I run what I can and what I see the computer will let me do without losing the tire, and it's worked out very successful for me.
Yep. Hey, your crew member that lines you up from the back with his headphones on.
James.
Man, yeah, I like him, man. Every time he backs you up before, I noticed every single pass, he does taps the truck, points to God, sends you. Dude, that's awesome. You can tell y'all been doing this together a little while. That's pretty awesome.
I brought James on board with me. He was the only one that could leave when they asked me to film the first season of America's List. And you know, he came on. He was a guy that would go with us to Georgia and check tire pressure. That was it. And now, you know, I have him doing this, but man, dude, he's like my little brother that takes care of me. You know what I mean? He watches my back. There's times where I've gotten real close to the wall. I mean, inches from the wall, and he comes back like his face pale white, and like he's like, you know, thinking it's his fault. And I'm like, dude, don't worry about it, bro. I'm crazy. Like, I'll drive it. You know, just don't let it get to you. You know what I mean? But he has a lot of heart for me, man. You know,
Yeah,
and he's a good dude, man. I'm glad I have him, and that's all I need is that one person that listens and doesn't think he's better, and he just everything I ask him to do, man, he's on point. He's really on point. You know?
Yep, that's really awesome to hear because ask this man on this side, hey, Lippy, what was I doing 5 years ago for you? 4 years ago for you, something like that.
I don't know.
Where did I start this with you at? Sitting in a car half a mile away. But no, I started with another crew. He kind of got away from the streets a little bit. And I didn't want to get out of the street racing scene. I was like, Limpy, what can I do to be there? And he said, man, start at the bottom. I need help with security. So I did. I started at the very bottom in security, sitting a half a mile away. I did that for a year. I didn't get to watch races. I didn't know who won. They don't call winners over the radio or they left lane, right lane. That's all I heard for a year. And then, you know, something happened and I was able to get on the line and be the head security for a race. And then I ended up taking over security and kind of building a security team for a couple of years. And then, you know, Limpy traveling all the time. He don't have time to put on street races anymore like he used to. It's just too much. And so I was like, about 14 months ago, I said, Limpy, what do you think about me doing this? I said, the only way I'm going to put on a street race is under you and under DFWSS. And here we are. So that's a cool story to hear that he started at the bottom and now he's pretty much your crew chief.
He's my main guy. He's my main guy, man. I got to take him. He knows everything the way I like it. And, you know, he's a good dude, man. He got to me. He loves street racing. He loves street racing to death. And, you know, I think he told me, man, I finally got a chance to go meet Limpy for the first time. He told me, I was cracking up. I was like, oh, that's pretty badass. You know, I walked up there and he goes, hey, man, you do a good job for Jason. So he's good, man. He's good, man. He's from San Antonio, so I always have to go and pick him up. And then, you know, I'm 4.5 hours from that, so I have to pick him up, and then it's a road trip to wherever we go.
Yeah, you know? Well, hopefully we can get you on the streets up here sometime soon.
I want to.
Texas needs to step up their game. I'm tired of seeing all the money on to Ryan Mitchell every time. They're my family and all, but God, it's getting to the point where like everybody buy in. We'll just send it to Ryan.
I got a new car that I'm building for the street. It's a Firebird also as well, but it's a little different. It's a 6-cylinder, all aluminum type deal. My buddy's a real Grand National fanatic, and he's got this high dollar billet little motor that he's built in. I said, hey, I know exactly what I want to do with this car. And he's like, what? I want to go street race. So, you know, it's just the street racing down here is not the same as here. It's dangerous. It's not like what Limpy does. I mean, here it's a little bit, there's just a bunch of kids going out. What you guys do is a little different. And I've been wanting to. It's hard to travel 9 hours every weekend, and it's expensive, you know? So every time I try, I try to make one. And that's why when you did this race, I was like, man, you know, even if the track's like a no prep, I like that. You know, I miss, you know, the races. I started doing this when Shannon was doing the races in Kennedale. So I love it. You know, a lot of people think that probably, you know, I don't street race or something, but I can't always go to Dallas, or I can't always be where there's the badass street races. So it's, you know, I enjoyed it. I had a great time this weekend.
Don't you live like 8 hours from Dallas Fort Worth, something like that?
8-9 hours, depends on that traffic in Waco. It's horrible, man. Yeah. It's horrible in Waco, man.
They've been fixing that road for like 3 years.
Yes, like honestly, between Austin and Waco, I mean, it's ridiculous. Yes, it's supposed to be about 8 hours, but when you stop for fuel, restroom, and got to make a detour in San Antonio, it turns into a 10-hour trip.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Hey, Limpy, Brent's ready to come on whenever you're ready to bring him on. He finally got off that tractor and made it home if you want to bring them all on.
Yeah. If you shut up for a second. Yeah, let me do this. So, what's next for you, Jason?
Honestly, I don't know. It depends on financially where we can go. I have a friend of mine that wanted me to run MPK small tire. I just don't feel like driving to Florida. And then I don't know what other race is coming up. And then they messaged me about another race at Yellow Belly, the 22nd, I believe.
Oh, is that the grudge thing or something?
Yes, but I saw that it says prep, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, it depends on. They like the prep and stuff out there. I mean, they do like the prep. I will say that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll get good. I mean, that road was. I mean, I call it a road because a blacktop. After the 60-foot, but it was good. I mean, I like that kind of. Like that's perfect, man. I like it.
You got any sponsors or anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Biggest guy I got, man, is Wicked Flow Exhaust out of California, man. Mike, he's like a huge help to my program. Haltech, they've come on board and they helped me out a lot. As a matter of fact, Jack with Bill Atomizer, Rick with Firecore Wires. There's quite a bit that actually it's hard, man, to remember all of them. But a lot of these guys have stepped up, and you know what? They just helped me out on my program. They know that I don't have the high dollar money, but they still, come on board and they help me out. Right. So it's pretty awesome.
All right. Well, congrats on your win, and
thank you.
You almost doubled up there. If didn't.
I know it's all right. Got to make mistakes to learn from them. So
yeah. All right.
Hey, one last question, Jason. If there was something we could do better at this event, what would it be?
Like the drivers' meetings, I guess you could do them, after, like, let's say what class runs, you could already tell them to get back, at the spot in 15 minutes, and you can already draw so that those people already know who they're going to race for the next time. That would speed up a lot of the dead time. And then if you have racers that are doubled up in classes, because they can send a crew member to draw for them. So if they're doubled up in classes, then you can give them that 15-minute instead of having a driver's meeting and then having to give them breaks. And, and then this way it'll speed up maybe a little bit of the racing that's going on. Other than that, on Saturday, I mean, your team got the parking and the people a little bit better organized. So that worked out a lot better on what it was. So,
yes, sir.
I mean, that's about it. I mean, everybody learns from mistakes and going. So you only get better from here. But it was an awesome race. I mean, I never expected to be racing until 6 a.m. I'll give you that. But you said it. We raced till the sun comes up. So we almost did. So
hey, we're street racers. That's what we do.
I know. I know, man. I mean, but when you get up at 8 a.m, leave the hotel, it puts and you get to the hotel at 1 a.m, get 6 hours of sleep. It definitely puts it puts a toll on your body. You feel it.
Man, I didn't get 6 hours the whole weekend. What are you talking about?
I try now. All right. We left the track at 7. We found a hotel, got there at 8, slept for 4 hours, got back on the road, and didn't get home till 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So it was brutal. That's why I haven't put a post yet. So I'm gonna try to work on that here in a bit.
Yeah, I'm working. I got to work on something too. It's been a rough weekend. It's been rough since Wednesday for me.
Yes.
So, and but yeah, I got a little sleep yesterday, so get caught up on it. All right. Well, congrats on your win, and I'm sure we'll see you here.
All right, boy. Thank you, guys.
Have a good one.
You too.
Later. All right, your winner and tailgate. I've already sent Brent a message. He has not seen it yet. All right, what you got? Huh?
Hello, can you see me?
Yeah, I see you. Can you see me?
Yeah, I just sent Brent a message to told him you just sent him a message. So, Limpy, I'm
Tell
going
me
to
about
ask you. I'm going to ask you that same question real quick, and just be honest, because I've got to learn. I've told you from the get go, and you have. You'll tell me to shut the hell up whenever I need to shut the hell up. But what can we do to make the? It was a good event, but there's things that could be better. What do you think on your end? I know you're not a big fan of the buy-ins. It just helped my team a little bit, but let's hear your end of it, Mr. Legend.
I ain't no legend. I'm just a normal dude here. Uh, I don't. The buybacks. I believe if you're going to have one, you you buy back in for double the price of the admission. That's just that'll keep the people out that don't really want to do it. I know some guys they'll do a buyback every round, and I'm like, no, that just makes for a long, long day. The Everybody doubling and tripling entering and stuff, I would limit it to two. And if you can't make the turn, then that's on you. That's on you. All right.
There we go.
What's going on, sexy?
Shit, my hand just been working and come over. I don't think I come over to hang out and drink beer, but I actually come over to borrow a tractor because tomorrow I gotta have another tractor. I had one break down today.
Oh boy.
He's back here playing. Oh shit.
Oh. So, have you ever been to Yellow Belly before?
What the hell did I hit something
Oh
there?
boy. Oh boy.
There we are. No, I have never been there.
What do you think about the place?
Man, when I pulled in there, and I was like, what the hell? And they told me to come back here and park back here. And when we drove through back there, I was like, there's no way in hell. Finally, we got twisted around and parked, in which everybody told me it was going to be tight. And I mean, once we got everything set up, I've been to all across the United States no prep racing, but I've never been to a track like that. I can tell you. And we had a blast. We enjoyed the hell out of it now. The atmosphere, everybody kind of, they had us expecting the worst. The people that race out there. When we got there, me and Russell both, we was like, you know what? This ain't nothing like everybody's bullshit and told us. I said, we had a blast. We had a good time. I can tell you, that's one of the funnest races we've been to in a long time. It was a long race.
That's my people out there. That's what
I
I
tell
call
you
my
right
people.
now, I enjoyed every bit of it. I mean, pulling up the starting line a couple times, it was just packed out, and I was like, shit. But I mean, they're gonna stand there until right before you get there. And I mean, I just pulled the car in gear, let it roll. And I mean, they parted right out of the way and went on. But we enjoyed the hell out of it. We had a good time.
Uh-oh. He said he gapped the shit out of Brent. So
who? I can't. How do I see them? I don't know how to see them.
It's on. Russell Stone said he gapped the shit out of Brent Stowe.
Yeah, hey, where was he at? I never seen him. Oh, his door flew off. You ought to fix that rust bucket piece of shit. No, we had a good time. It was a good race. I've been fighting with my car all year, and actually, I was supposed to leave Friday morning early.
Aubrey, bring me your phone, please.
And then my parts didn't come in. I had to go to UPS pick them up Friday morning. When I got my wishbone on there, I said, this is going to fix my car. And we got out there, and I guess first pass, son of a bitch tried to wheelie again and went left. So I went back to that fine, smooth pit area we had, and I adjusted that, and I rolled all that shit, and I was like, all right, we got it this time. Well, the next time I almost hit the wall in the first round of Outlaw, I almost hit the damn wall. I was like, you know what? When we get to staging lanes, we're going to set all this. So we went up for second round of small tire. We actually set the 4-link up in the staging lane. And that summit went straight as air. And I drawed Cantu. After I run Cantu, I mean, he got out on me early, the transmission that's in my car right now is not one I run all the time, and it won't respond. I mean, on a tree, I can manipulate it, but on a flashlight, I can't. I mean, I can deep stage on a tree and still get out. But anyway, Cantu got out on me, and he actually pulled away from me a little bit early, and I was like, you know what? The track's better than what I'm thinking it is. But now, once I started about 200 foot, I started staying with him. I started coming back on him on the top end. Now, he said he lifted early. I'm going to call bullshit. but now he might have. But, hey, that's his deal. It don't make a damn. He put me out of the class. But anyway, once that happened, I said, you know what? I'm underestimating the track early. And I wicked it up a little bit on the starting line, and I run boosted the next round, and then, for the finals, I didn't change anything. Matter of fact, I pulled a data log out of it and never even changed the tune-up for shit for the finals. And the final round, we went fast. I showed Limpy where we went. We went fast. And I didn't lift none. I pedaled it one time when I almost hit the wall. Other than that, I didn't. I don't lift early. I can tell you right now, Cantu may lift early. I don't lift for bumps and shit. I'm gonna ride it out the end.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was good seeing the hitters out there all in one spot. I mean,
it's like I told Russell. I said, when we got there, Russell's like, I ain't never racing on these guys. I said, let me tell you something. Most of these guys here are street racers. I said, you got me, you, Ryan, Cantu, Todd. I said, that run the no prep stuff. I said, these other guys, they street race every weekend usually, And to come out there, and when I went out there and looked at the track at first, I was like, this little thing's gonna be rough. But the left lane was bumpy, but both of them had a good starting line. The right lane was a little smoother. I run my fastest pass in the right lane, but the left lane was no slouch when I run boosted either.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. I enjoy racing that kind of atmosphere, not no rush bullshit. When you got classes and time between, and after I lost out of outlaw, a small tire was an outlaw. I enjoyed it because I had 45 minutes, hour between passes, and that I'd go up there and watch and check things out. But when I was running two classes, Ryan's my hero. That he's running three classes like they are, and Adam, you are my hero. But being in three classes and going to the finals, hey, that's badass.
And just getting the car back together.
Just got through putting it back together from a wreck over. He was right here by my house actually when that happened, and to come out and go to the finals of three classes. Whenever me and him running the finals, he come out and said, "Man, my tires are dead." He said, "I think my tires are gone." I said, "Well, come to my trailer. I got another set on rims, and they'd fit your car." And I said, "We'll put them on her." He was like, "You know what? The hell with it. I'm not going to change them." So I said, "All right," but I don't know. It was a good time. Russell had a good time. Russell, his door blew apart. Whenever it come off the car, it split into two pieces, and we pop riveted and duct taped it back together. And only person who was missing out there, Adam would have been there, but he went back to the whole nitrous thing, and him and nitrous don't get along real good. You can see his car sitting over with no motor in it. So that's 2 weekends in a row it's been like that. So
oh boy. But here's a video of the with you and boosted. Eric just sent me here.
No, that transmission won't respond. It won't be in there no more. We're pulling it out. And that Cantu got out on me, and I've raced Jason a lot. Jason's a good racer, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I come to win. I don't come to lose. And when he got out on me and I couldn't get back around him, it tore my ass up. I can tell you.
A little hot.
Oh, I can't stand it. I come back and I told Russell, man, I can tell you right now, I may knock tires off his next pass, but I ain't getting my ass left on the starting line like that again. And then Boosted come back and Boosted said, "Well, I treed your ass." I said, "You might have, but you wouldn't. I drove away from you." But I don't know.
So I know you've been to a lot of events and stuff out there. What could we do better? This was our first one.
for the first one, y'all did an awesome job. The only thing that I seen would have helped anything, and I mean, it was nothing to do with the event, but if y'all did the chip draw, say after the last car went down this class, 15 minutes, have the chip draw for that class, and everybody could send a crew member or whatever up there, and that would save y'all a lot of aggravation of hollering at everybody to get up there. And if the son bitch ain't there, you tell him 15 minutes after the last car goes down this class, we're having chip draw in this spot. And if he ain't there,
We're drawing for you.
we're going to draw for you. That's right.
Yep.
And then everything keeps running smooth. Your races never stop. Your fans never quit seeing cars going down the racetrack. And it saves you an hour per round. You take, by the time they call chip draw and we went up there, and by the time Dan got everybody gathered up and done his thing, I mean, it was an hour. So you take 6 rounds. I mean, we lost 5 hours right there, which ain't, I mean, it don't bother me, but it would just make it smoother and keep the fans happier, you know? I mean, it'd keep racing going on all the time. But other than that, man, it was, there's nothing it all went smooth. I mean, it went, to be a first event, I can tell you right now, it was smoother than some that I've been to that's been their 20th event.
Well,
it all went well. I mean, I'm ready for the next one. Hurry up, shit.
Well, we appreciate that, man. I always try to leave it all on the table whenever I do an event, and I don't care if it's street or track. I give it everything, and you know, it don't matter if it's raining or not. You've showed up to my event, so I appreciate that. You know, you backing us. So, you know, you're good people.
Well, I appreciate that, and I mean, if we showed up because we respect y'all and we want to race with y'all, you know, and there's after Russell was kind of wishy-washy on coming out there this past weekend, and then finally Russell was like, you know what, I'm going. If you're going, I'm going. I said, I'm going. And Adam was planning on coming, you know, and my neighbor Andy, his car, I don't know what he's doing, but he's jackassing around getting his car together. But I mean, y'all have another one, anything's going on, we'll be there to support. I can tell you that. We enjoy it, and you've always been straight up with us. And I finally was able to win one of the races at Olympics flagging, and finally made it a full event without blowing my shit up or hitting the wall. Look, my car, I've been fighting that son of a bitch. I went back when we was in Leaksville last weekend. I don't know if y'all ever been to Leaksville, Mississippi, but it's about like Yellow Belly, but it's a lot rougher surface, and the pit area is pretty shitty. But anyway, we went there, and my car was going left, and it was wheelie, and it was doing this, and I was like, you know what? I'm fed up with this. My car hasn't done right since I hit the wall off Olympic damn light. And I went all the way back till, I think that was in September the 5th, I think actually when it was. And I went through every data log and pulled that son of a bitch up and looked at every run. And finally, we changed the suspension stuff up. And I can weld on the farm. I can build anything on the farm with a stick rod. But as far as TIG welding and all that shit, it's not my game. I can't do it. And I built a wishbone for my car to make it to the race at Crossville, the top end race at Crossville. And once I put it in there, I ain't looked back at the son of a bitch. But this past weekend, I looked at it, and the son of a bitch was about a half-inch wider on one side than it was longer on one side.
Oh boy.
So, but anyway, we've enjoyed it, and I'm just glad that my ship went back in the trailer. It's ready to race right now, and we won the event. You know, we won the outlaw class, and me and Russell and Todd all kind of talked on the way out there. And Todd may not be part of some say he's not allowed to affiliate with the Black Sheep Mafia, but me and Todd's pretty close. I mean, he's a good guy. And I told him, I said, you know, we all three need to focus on separate classes and help each other and make it through this event and make it successful for us to win. And we had everything going our way, and I don't know what the hell. Russell and Todd need to tighten their ass up. I stuck up to my end. I done what I needed to do.
Yeah, because I remember when you walked up there, I shook your hand and said, "Congrats, you finally did it."
Shit, yeah, I can tell you, it was a monkey off my back. I can tell you.
So it's just
'Cause I can
downhill
tell
from
you,
here.
every time that flashlight's cut on for the last 3 years, that son of a bitch is costing me $5,000 or $10,000. I mean, hell, just even on a test pass, I hit the wall on test pass. But I don't know. That's right, Renee.
So what's next for you?
I don't really know. They have a little local race here in Monroe this coming weekend, but it all depends on we're wide open farming, planting corn, and depends on that. But really, nothing planned. There's not a lot out there that we usually have a lot of races booked up right now, and there's just not a lot out there that we're interested in going to. We got a Kentucky race, I think.
Are y'all going the week after next?
I think that's right.
Where they're doing big tire and small tire at
Hardenburg or something like that.
Hardenburg, yeah.
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 You gonna be there?
I'll be out there.
Yeah, that's our plan to go there. But after that, I don't know. I hadn't even been keeping up with it. I mean, we've been so far behind at work, and luckily it rained last week, and I was able to come out there, which I was coming. I didn't give a shit if it rained or not. Farm can wait.
Need to get you out there to H-Town, out in Hawthorne, Oklahoma. That's
Man,
a
I
good
went to,
race.
yeah, it is. It is. And I went there, was it last year I was there, Olympia, something like that? Year before last? Anyway, I went to that race, and I had raced in Monroe that Friday night. I got home at like 1 a.m., swapped the car, swapped the converter, rear gear, tires, loaded back up, and hauled ass to Hartsville. Got there just in time to run. First pass, a guy, he jumped. And then second pass, when I turned loose the button, my car moved to the right real hard. And I don't know, I'm weird about shit. But I seen a man, he was wearing a blue shirt, holding a kid with a white shirt, little white shirt on. And I was like, if he was on top end, I was 160, 70 mile an hour, that wouldn't work out. And I dropped my chute, and when I come back around, actually, Lippy asked me, he said, damn, I ain't never seen you throw your chute out and just let off. And I was like, man, I seen that man standing there looking at me with that kid. And I mean, there's a brick wall and all there, but I don't know. It caught me all wrong. And I don't know. Me and Adam talked about going back up there, but that right there, that messed me up.
Yeah, they gotten better over the years. So I think that was the year before last or something.
That's right. That's a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they've got it worked out now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll come back. I mean, that's what I like to do. We like the street race and no prep race. I mean, that's a good time for us. Now, this man standing over in front of me, he just don't know it yet. Can you cover your eyes? Can you be seen? But he gonna let us have a street race in Louisiana.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
He ain't got no choice. He's the boss in charge in our area.
Oh boy. Let me know if I'm available. I'm there.
Well, if you ain't available, it won't happen.
Oh boy.
But when he retires, he'll be racing. But I don't know what y'all got planned next. Where are you going, Limpy?
I was supposed to go. I don't know. I was supposed to go to the streets this weekend. I haven't really heard too much about it, but then I'm going to Hardinsburg the weekend after.
Yeah,
up there.
We plan. I plan on being in Hardinsburg. You gonna have it, Adam? You gonna have your new car ready for Hardinsburg? 2 weeks. If you ain't, you're gonna be bad. You're gonna be bad disappointed. I can't wait to outrun that pretty son bitch.
I should have left the blower on it.
Oh no, he got another car that's being done with a blower.
Oh.
But this was gonna be his top end car. And it is a top end car because he kills the motor, the top end of the motor about every weekend. Look, well, they're not here right now because he hauled his motors off. But usually, right over there on that shelf is like that whole area is for like motors. But he went to 3 races and he's only got 1 motor left out of 4 bays.
Yeah. You got any sponsors or anything you want to give a shout out to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One of the main ones standing right here, Plunkett Aviation, Adam Plunkett, and Pro Charger. Walt with Pro Charger, been good to me. Billy Atomizer, Haltech, Itzky Cams, Nolan, been they're on board with us and they've been really good to us. Nitrous Express, I'm a Pro Charge car, but we still got a few nitrous cars in our camp. But, Nitrous Express and Nitrous Outlet help us. There's a lot, and I know some may get mad at me. I'm trying to think of what San Huff Suspension. Chris has been awesome. They've helped me a lot, and they've changed a lot in my program. I'm racking my brain. Race Park Solutions, they're the list, and I can't. I got corn planting on my mind. Wolf Aircraft. Limpy, hell, I got a Limpy sticker on my car.
Hell yeah, my man.
I appreciate y'all and everyone that helps me. I appreciate them. I mean, I can tell you, at the level when I started back drag racing, I dirt track racing with my dad, and then I started drag racing, and then we quit. And, couldn't afford it. And Adam got a car, and I drove it some, and then he helped me get the car that I got now. And without all the people behind me, I couldn't do what I do. And so I bust my ass to not let them guys down. I mean, I put in the work. I don't care if it's all night. I don't care if I make a pass and I don't think the car's right, and then we're going to race tomorrow. It don't bother me to tear that son of a bitch to a million pieces. I mean, I'll pull change transmission, converter, rear end, motor. I don't care. Whatever I have to do, because I feel like that's my obligation to all the people that stand behind me and support me. I have to do my end to make it work. And last year we had the best year of racing we've ever had, and this year we've had the shittiest racing starting off. So, I went to 3 events, and then the 4th event I finally won. So hopefully from here on out we can stay on top. But out of 13 events last year, I won 11 of them. And, to go to 3 already and lose first, second round sucks. But then come out there and finally get the car starting to figure out. I mean, going down Yellow Belly and stopping, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I went stupid fast. I had a lot of mile an hour, and I'm just happy it all worked out like it did and lined up. And to be honest with you, I would have thought there would have been more cars bump the wall. I think there was one guy bump the wall, but that's done. Hell, we have that on at the good no prep racetracks. And to me, that track was as real as it could get as far as no prep. Later in the night, it got too good. It didn't get too good. It got good to where the fast cars could go fast.
Yeah, it got fast.
It got fast. That's right.
It got radio fast.
That's exactly right. I mean, it got to where we could go stupid fast. Only thing you had to watch for in the left lane was the bumps. Other than that, I mean, when they had I think Callie Nate had some water come out of the back of his car before Todd run. And once they were down there cleaning it up, I tell them to walk down there. And I walked down there, and I can tell you that track was on kill. Yeah. And once I felt all that, I was like, you know what? We can do whatever we want to do to go fast right here. And after that happened, I come up there with confidence. I can tell you, I've raced with a lot of them guys. I've raced with every one of them, and I know I can go fast. And that's when I went over and told Ryan. Ryan was like, I'm going to do all I can do, but it is what it is. But it don't make a shit. Ryan won one race because Cantu crossed, but it don't make a damn. He's the hero. I can tell you, he's a bad man. Of anybody that had to race on any kind of surface, Ryan changes. He's the one I'll look out for.
Yeah.
So right. I got a question to ask you, Brett. You on the record at Yellow Belly now?
Probably so. I didn't live to 390 and 40 like.
So how do you feel that it was a 456 on big tires on a glued track, and you've got it on a unprep on a 10.5?
I feel that somebody needs to do their homework, because I can tell you, if we had to go another round there, we could have went fast. We could have went faster than that. After my curve, the last when I run boosted and when I run Ryan in the finals, the son of a bitch looks like a radio curve. I mean, I said, I come back, told Russell, I said, look at this. He was like, wow. He said, you can do whatever you want to do out there right now. I said, no, we can. We can go fast. And it's, I don't know. We got 2 or 3 track records around the little outlaw drag strips here in Mississippi and Louisiana, and to go out there and do that right there, they tried to get me to stay the next day and post a time slip for them. I said, I can't do that. And I mean, that would mess us up which we don't have a lot of no prep races going on that I'm going to attend this year, but I mean, they just.
Someone to do no time, you can't show your time.
Some of them will think. I'm not, well, I mean, the only thing that would have benefited, we could have changed tires and done it on a different tire, but I don't want to get into controversy with the other racer promoters, I don't want to do that. And
Yeah.
Yep.
I may go out there. You need to have a race there right at the end of the year or something like that. And that way, when we go into the next year, and then I'll stay and I'll light the board. I'll do whatever the hell they want to do. If it's this year, carry over to the next year, and we'll have a little competition. Who can break the track record? And Cantu and Russell can bring his rust bucket, and Cantu can bring his Lightfoot 390 car that he lets off. I like giving Cantu a hard time. I get under his skin a little bit, but he's a good guy. But and have a good time. I think I can go fast.
The track was so fast it blew the doors off 2 different cars this weekend.
That's a fact.
I think that one at Russell's is just because something's just so rusty and it just broke off. That track, I can tell you when I walked down it Friday and looked at it till Saturday, I would have never thought it got like that. Son of a bitch got good.
I think the rain kind of helped it.
I think it did too. It washed all the pollen and stuff off of it.
Yeah.
And it got good.
I tried to warn.
Go ahead.
I tried to warn everybody. Everybody was like, "Oh," because if you talk to a lot of guys around here, they'll tell you that the gut don't hook. That you got to go to XRP to go fast. And I'm like, no, you just don't tune worth a shit. Because I've got guys that hook on wet grass, and then I see them at the gut running, and there's plenty of fast guys at the gut. And yeah, when we did water burnout, I walked out there. It was probably about 9 o'clock. I walked out there, and it took my boots off, and I'm like, oh boy, this is going to get fast. And sure enough,
tell me the gut don't hook.
No, that some bitch hooks. I can tell you right now, I was worried about running over the tire off the starting line. The whole time I was just worried about going to bounce off the tire. And when I went changing my tune-up from 0.7 back, I didn't touch anything because I was scared right off that right there. That's where my car will get in trouble if it's going to knock the tire off. And I was like, you know what? It's working. It's going down. The track's getting stupid good, and I don't want to mess that up. But now that you bring the water burnout thing up, I do got to think another sponsor to come on with me this year. Skinnies has come on board with us, and I mean, Justin and them sent us a lot of product, and me and Adam both using it. But everybody's trying to go to water and stuff, and I mean, I understand that people figuring out their cars, but when it's available on the streets, we're gonna use the hell out of it.
I figured at the track, front side tracks, definitely it should all be water.
That's right. You're right.
Backside and street, yeah, you pour your own puddle.
You need to pour your own puddle on, but on the starting line, anytime you're coming off the starting line, you need to be water because it's gonna get good. The only thing you can change and stop that, yellow belly, you can't do it because it's so short. But if you didn't burn out across the starting line, that keeps it not getting so good out there. But I mean,
right.
We've always come and race, and everybody, there and in Leaksville. What are you worried about track? You worried about track? What do you think? This one's complaining. Now, let me tell you, I come to race the surface given. I don't give a shit what it is, whether it's good or shit. I don't care. When I show up at a race, I will change my car to get down it. If I can't get down it, I can't. But I'm gonna figure it out. I can tell you. If I wouldn't have been able to get down that, and if I'd lost second round or whatever and got my ass kicked out there, I would have stayed at that son of a bitch on Sunday. And the next time we had a race at Yellow Belly, I ought to come out swinging because I ought to stayed there and figured it out. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to race the surface given, and you know that the top end stuff is you need the sauce on it. I mean, it works.
Well, we appreciate you coming out and supporting us, man. It means a lot.
Well, we appreciate y'all for having us and the hospitality. I mean, we couldn't ask for no more from y'all. And I mean, that's what I've always said. You know, Russell kind of got ruffled up about rolling the light. You know, he thought, I didn't roll. I said, let me tell you something. I said, there's one thing Lippy ain't going to do. He ain't going to screw you over. He's going to be fair. He don't make a shit who you are or what you do for him or how good a friend you are. He's going to be straight up with you. And I said, you go up and ask them, they'll show you the video. I said, he said, well, I mean, I don't want to go up and be an ass. I said, look, you ain't got to be an ass. They'll show you.
No.
I said,
Yep.
that's fair. I said, but I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nobody going to screw. He ain't going to screw nobody over. He ain't going to tell you, hey, whenever you get on trans break, he's not that person. He's going to be straight up. I promise you.
Yep.
Yep. And I can tell you what happened there. We had the same problem last year. Okay, Libby's shaking his head. He's telling me no. I'll stay out of it.
Well, Russell rolled in, and what Russell told me, he rolled in and wasn't thinking he let off his brake and grabbed his trans brake at the same time. And
Exactly.
he said I had too much throttle. He said I wasn't thinking. I said, and I told him, I said, man, when you're going on flashlight, whenever he drops his hand, you grab your damn trans brake, and then if you're going in first, I grab my trans brake. As soon as you drop your hands, when I grab my trans brake, and I don't go wide open till you drop your hand on the other guy. You know, but you know that's just the benefit of a pro charger. But still, you can't. And Russell told me, you know, Russell's always raced the prep stuff, and we've had him no prep racing now with us for about 3 years, and the flashlight thing still new to him. He ain't raced a lot off of it, you know. He raced on the streets with us some, but he did, and he just getting it figured out. And that was a brand new car. That's the first race he's ever been at with that car. That's on the
Well,
bitch
it was
hauled ass
moving.
too. That's on the bitch
Yeah.
hauled ass.
Yeah.
It was rolling for sure.
Yeah. He told me he's going to want to put it in the paint shop and get it cleaned up. I said, why? He said, it looks like shit. I said, it don't matter. I don't care. Look at Ryan Mitchell's car and look at my car. Both of them beat to shit. Where was Ryan Mitchell? Ryan Mitchell's car, he's beat up a little bit more than I am. Well, I guess he deserves it. He made 3 finals in one night. That's but
yeah.
Everyone can see you. Okay.
Oh.
All right, guys. I'm going to get off here and get out of Adam's way. I'm going to take his tractor in the morning. I just ain't broke that news to him yet, but
surprise.
Farming.
Surprise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right.
We
Have a
enjoy
good
it.
night.
All right, guys. Thank y'all.
Congrats on your win.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all. We enjoyed it.
All right. Later. Oh, there's your winner, people. All your winners. 6 different classes. 6 different winners. Even though Ryan was in the finals for 3 of them. Have you got any sleep yet?
I've got a few, not many. I climbed into bed last night thinking, God, here we go. I'm going to get some sleep. Tossed and turned all night. You know how it is after you've been up for so many days. It's going to take a couple of days for me to get caught up and get motivated about doing anything. Somebody hit me up earlier and said, are we racing this weekend? I said, hell no. I'm climbing in a hole and I'm not doing anything. Not this weekend, guys.
No, you weren't.
No, I actually got my daughter's birthday this weekend that I've got to get taken care of.
There you go. All right. Well, get in touch with me. We'll talk. We'll do lunch or dinner, or I'll come to the shop. You ain't but 5 minutes from my house anyway. So.
Yes, sir. Let's get together tomorrow. We'll figure some things out.
All right, man.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, people. Like I said, this weekend I might be in Mexico. It depends on what part of Mexico I'm at. I might be Guadalajara. I might be in Piedras Negras. I might be in somewhere. Just never know. The weekend after, we will be. Where's it at? I know I saved it. Where'd it go? We'll be in Hardingsburg for the Battle of the Asphalt. It's Hardingsburg. It'll be the 15th I think it's the 15th, 16th. I guess I need to save that. I thought I had it on here. But anyway, oh, we got the park. We got H-Town, June 4th. That's actual on street, October 22nd. MKE, that's up there in Wisconsin, June 10th and June 11th. As always, the fourth installment of the Park After Dark. We have added a truck class to it, so get your trucks together and head on out there. June 24th, 25th. We'll be Friday night. We'll be starting at the 8th mile mark, running there, and Saturday they're doing a $150 entry off the tree, $20,000 guaranteed. There you go, Slugfest at Kentucky Dragway. And of course, the gangster place right there, the most epic place you can do no prep right there. War in the Woods, Brown County Dragway, September 4th and 5th. And then I can't remember the September dates. I think it's 24th and 25th out there as well. There it is right there. Battle of Asphalt. I found it. There you go. April 15th and 16th. Yeah, we'll be out there as well. 505 Cash Days. Y'all can look that up on Facebook. That's in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They'll be doing a flashlight start. I'll be out there on the flashlight as well. And I've got some other stuff I'm locking into right now, so I'll be saving this stuff, and we'll be there we go, with the Texas Street right there. Appreciate the shots there, guys. But hope y'all enjoyed it. I know tonight was a long one, and shout out to all the sponsors and stuff that out there as well that help. Shout out to Splits Performance out there. Y'all can look them up. They do trannies and LS swaps and all the good stuff like that. Y'all need them locally here in the DFW area. Hit them guys up right there. That's about it. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and y'all have a good night.